it's supposed to feel.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life. I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah bitch I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on the shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seeds as I spread, with every word that I've said. How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel?
Hey guys, how you going? I've been dying to get back here. I had the kids and I was like, look what's happening. Oh my God. Oh no. Okay, a lot of it's distraction, obviously, but we'll say hello first. How out to lunch? How you going? Alex, how you going? Deb, how you going? Who else have we got in here? Oh, hang on. Deb said, remember each day to have a moment of visual a positive outcome for the world and all who sail on her. Hold that vision. Do not fear, we're in God's hands, which is good, a good saying. Menacing Muskrat, how you going? Arthur, how you going? Good to see ya. Kirsten, how you going? Good to see ya. Del, how you going? Good to see you too. Who else? Jules of Southern Oregon, good to see you too. J1, good to see you. Starchild, good to see you too. Pat, good to see you. Who else have we got in here? Is that it? Yep, that's it. Okay. We are going to go to, once I click on it, we're going to go to my bookmarks because there's a lot going on right now. I'm just waiting for the police to turn up to arrest me for saying hurty words on social media. UK police, actually. Alex Armstrong said next time the left say, keep foreign billionaires like Elon Musk out of British politics. Remember, they were completely silent when Bill Gates came to give Keir Starmer his orders. Just 2 weeks after their meeting, the attack on British farmers began. Yeah, don't forget about that. I mean, Elon's been sticking up for the UK. He's been saying a lot. We also have some very interesting theories going on. Sasquatch tagged me in this one, stopworldcontrol.com. This guy said, this is so amazing. Okay, now we're going to have to listen to this because It involves the US and Australia and Canada and quite a few of us. Okay, let's have a listen.
Hey guys, there's something indescribably powerful going on, and most people just don't pay attention because we are distracted all the time by the chaos and the noise that is on X and social media. What is happening, people? Listen to me. Trump has announced that Canada will become the 51st state of America. That Justin Trudeau, he is literally addressing him as the governor of Canada. People, do we understand what's happening here? This is extremely significant. Then Trump wishes Australia a happy new year. Come on, why is he doing that? And then he's announcing that they will also take Greenland and the North Pole. Why is this indescribably powerful and significant? Because all these areas are literal colonies of the satanic British elites. They have their hand of influence in every nation of the world, but there are certain areas that they literally own, that they officially own. If Trump, listen carefully, this is mind-blowing, if Trump publicly states that these areas will be liberated, that these areas will become part of America. I mean, I just got an email from a person in England who said that he has heard information from people that not just Canada, but also Australia and New Zealand will become part of America. I mean, why is Trump saying, Australia, Happy New Year? I mean, he's hinting at something huge here. What does this mean? It means that Trump is literally taking out the worldwide satanic elites. He is destroying their world monopoly. He is destroying their power over humanity. There is no way that Trump would ever be able to bring Canada into America unless they have first taken down the power of the British Zionist satanic elites who currently, or who used to run the whole world. It's no longer currently. They are no longer in charge, clearly. I mean, this is so huge, people. I cannot convey it to you properly because, you know, words lack. I don't have enough vocabulary to just express this. But listen to me. Trump is literally taking down the worldwide satanic elites. He is literally, I mean, not Trump. Trump is the spokesperson. But there is this incredibly powerful worldwide operation to put an end to this reign of terror, the reign of evil. It is ending. They are liberating Canada from the ownership of the satanic elites. They have taken down their rule already in Washington, D.C., which was a full-blown franchise of the elites. Washington, D.C. was never even part of America. It was just a foreign entity used by the British elites to enslave the American people. Trump has destroyed that already. Well, Trump, I keep saying it, but the powers behind Trump, okay? The great military who is completely devoted to saving the world. People, we are witnessing something that almost nobody understands. I see people on X constantly posting about bullshit all the time. How many people understand that we are experiencing the greatest liberation of the human race and all of human society in all of history? This is phenomenal. Pay attention. This is going somewhere and it's going to be so much more powerful and beautiful than anyone has ever imagined.
Okay, now that is a theory,
Hey guys,
okay? Just remember that. Sorry, I'd put it in there twice. I don't know why. My chickens are going off their heads. I've got to go and see what's going on, guys. I'm sorry. I know what it is. I believe there's cockatoos in the chook pen and they're not happy. Okay. So I saw Timmy, how you going? Del, how you going? Who else? Kirsten said you're referring to Jack Straw on Twitter. Okay, hang on. There's something going on, is there? Something breaking? I'll have a look at the end. So stay with me. Shadow of Ezra said Chelsea Clinton, daughter of Hillary Clinton, sits on the board of IAC Inc., which holds a 31% stake in Turo, the car-sharing app used by the terrorists in New Orleans and Las Vegas to rent electric vehicles for their attacks. IAC gained significant control over Turo with a $250 million investment in 2019. What's a conspiracy without a Clinton? Clinton body count? Are they just adding to it still? Still going, are they? I think it's set up. This is where I'm, we're just waiting for the police to turn up. Because you know how Australia's connected to the UK? Hey, UK police online, how about protecting your citizens from actual harms like grooming gangs instead of going after citizens for hurty words, you bunch of pussies? Orders from on high? Elon Musk said an elderly man arrested in Britain for causing anxiety with a social media post. This is insane. He said, thank God there's a constitutional right to freedom of speech in America. British police capture and arrest an elderly man because of some of his social media posts caused someone anxiety. From Radio Genoa. Oh, dear God. Seriously? Bunch of pussies, sorry, but they are. I've got a bit of a problem here. That looks like a man. Elon Musk said Jess Phillips is a rape genocide apologist. Lord Talbot said, meet Jess Phillips. She's safeguarding minister. She's refused an inquiry into Muslim grooming gangs. Can someone tell her she's supposed to be safeguarding children, not the gangs? I think she's got it mixed up. She? Oh, are we sure? I'm a bit confused lately. Bile Holt said, let me see if I'm understanding this correctly. UK has been plagued by rape gangs for the last 30 to 40 years. These gangs consisted of predominantly Pakistani men who sexually exploit young, naive, white, working-class girls. They give these girls alcohol and drugs, then rape, gang rape, and traffic them. Many of their victims say they were threatened with severe violence, even death, if they spoke out. In Rotherham, England alone, an independent inquiry found that at least 1,400 children were sexually exploited over a 16-year period from 1997 to 2013. And when the leader of the Conservative Party calls for investigations, the leftist Labor Party shuts her down. And law enforcement has done nothing about it because it would be racist to stop them. This is an abomination. But what's even worse is that governments all around the world are committing genocide against their own people and calling it equity. It's not equity. It's backdoor eugenics and it must be stopped. Unfucking believable. I agree. Okay, Jack the Aussie said there are a few theories floating around why Blackout Bowen, one of our energy minister, is he? I don't know. Yeah, I think he is. He's doing a really bad job because we keep having blackouts. One, he was forced to disappear by Labor because the numerous community notes and negative comments were embarrassing and seriously undermining party propaganda about nuclear power and their failing renewable program. Number two, he didn't like the memes. Number three, he's being pushed to the outer before the election as they see him as a liability and will soon be replaced as an energy minister. And number four, he's a fucking idiot. Okay, he deleted his Twitter account apparently, okay? He's gone to Blue Sky, where he thinks he's going to get more support. He's the energy minister for Australia. Yes, that picture just sums it all up. Dickhead. Cillian said, breaking, EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen is seriously ill and has cancelled all planned trips for the foreseeable future. Is the evil finally starting to kill her? Live by the sword, die by the sword. And not in the right way either. This is like just pure evil, this. Australian Patriot said the Australian dollar has hit a new low at 61 US cents. The long-term average is US 70 cents. This is not good for anyone with a loan, overdraft or mortgage. Every imported good becomes more expensive and hence inflationary. The unqualified treasurer can't spin this bad news. Low growth, 0.1% falling productivity, red and green tape, and falling real wages, wage increases below inflation rate, are compounded by higher prices and higher inflation and interest rates for longer. Economic management is fundamental to maintaining our living standards. The RBA has another inflationary factor to consider before cutting interest rates. Can you afford 3 more years of labour? I can't afford even one. I can't even afford 6 months more of labour. I really can't. I will be out of house and home if they don't stop what they're doing or someone doesn't stop them, the Australian public. Just having a rant here, don't mind me. Peter Sweden said, breaking, the BBC just posted an article claiming that Elon Musk is misinformed about the grooming gangs. Looks like they have something to hide. Remember Jimmy Savile, anyone? How they hid that till he died? Unbelievable. DC Drano said, where was the journalistic walkthrough of the Vegas shooter's home the day after the attack? Okay, because they've walked through one of the recent attackers' homes. Might I say, so fake, not funny. Okay, but anyway, DC Drano is asking, where was the journalist walkthrough of the Vegas shooter's home the day after the attack? Where was the journalist walkthrough of the Trump would-be assassination houses? Why was the Nashville trans-terrorist manifesto hidden for over a year? Where is the Jeffrey Epstein client list? It's very strange that they're doing this New Orleans terrorist walkthrough, but not these others. Something's up. Tour of the NOLA terrorist home. Now watch this. Where they found a bomb-making station and a Quran open to a chilling passage about martyrdom. Now, hang on, let me just make this bigger and we'll watch this together because this is insane. Okay, for a start, okay, the journalists wouldn't be allowed in there. Should be sealed off, actually. Investigations pending, right? But let's have a look.
We are here inside the New Orleans terrorist home. You can see that it's been clearly destroyed, the door at least, from the FBI raid yesterday. But if we walk through the home, we see some signs of what he was up to. He had this work area here, lots of different chemicals splayed around, and different electronics. This is, again, a work setup. Left receipts, just very unkempt in here. If we go over here, actually, you can see the Department of Justice documents here, the search warrant, and the property that they recorded here, which seems to be a lot of chemicals. Again, just left in disarray. There's a bedroom back here, and what appears to be his collection of religious materials, his Qurans, an open Quran with a passage there, as well as even the Bible here, but mostly books on Islam, and his prayer rug just to the left of me here. And if we go back, there's another bedroom here. You can see he left all these belongings, contact lenses, personal belongings, his bathroom. This seems to be some sort of workspace, again, with other chemicals here. The light's still on, some kind of station set up here. We're not really sure what that was for. In, what we can assume was also a bedroom. You can see clothes left here.
Would they not be worried about some kind of live explosive stored there somewhere? I don't know.
And just a sign that someone was here up until those last few moments when neighbors said he left just before the New Year's holiday, saying he was done with his lease, it was up, and he was on his way to New Orleans, where he would live there. Didn't take any furniture because he said his new home would be furnished. That's all we know so far.
What a load of rubbish.
We are here
Sorry, I'm not buying it. I am not buying it at all.
inside.
Really? There's so much wrong there. They wouldn't be able to, mate. And why was apparently they were there before the FBI? I don't know. That's what I heard yesterday, the day before. Sorry. This is really weird. None of this is making sense. What if they're both whistleblowers? Made an example of. I don't know. It's just my theory. I don't know. Cat Turd said the guy in the Cybertruck was a Trump supporter. That's what the media are saying. Yes, because Trump supporters always try and blow up hotels with car bombs. They think you're stupid. I think there's more to it. I think there's a lot more to this. Dr. Malouf said Pakistan, a woman was raped. Instead of arresting the rapist, the Sharia Council decided that the rapist's sister should be raped by the victim's brother. What the fuck? Oh my God. What is going on here in Pakistan? The innocent teenage girl was publicly raped in front of 40 people, a practice called revenge rape in Sharia law. It is the culture that brought the grooming gangs to the UK. That's not how you deal with it. Oh my God. This is ridiculous. That's just going to encourage more of the shit. Okay. Stoke Dog said I call BS. The Western Australian said Climate Minister Chris Bowen, okay, they're dickhead, leaves X for Blue Sky, saying it's no longer a place for respectful debate. No, because we're all calling him an idiot. Because we know. Everyone's awake. Okay. Ian Carroll said major shooting in Washington, D.C. now. Post linked to any sources and verifications on this. We're all the media now. Alex Stone said breaking news. Dozens of emergency crews are on the scene after multiple people have been shot in Washington, D.C. This is madness. What's going on? Okay, I'm just going to touch on them at the moment. I might look deeper into, I think a lot of it's distraction right now. One after the other, making you forget the previous ones. Elon Musk said yes. Ben on Wine said who else thinks the king should dissolve parliament and order a general election be called for the sake of and security of the country. The king must act before it's too late. Really? You think he's going to do anything? You really think he's going to do anything? I don't know. Looks like a bit of a show pony to me. True Blue Rebel said if they're not born in Australia, they should be prohibited from running for any government position. I'd go further. Second generation has to be born in Australia before you can run for any parliament. And you got to love Australia, okay? Because now Liberals boast about running 6 Indian candidates in Western Australia. From ChatGPT, in Western Australia, individuals are eligible to nominate as candidates for local government elections if they meet the following requirements. Age and enrolment requirements must be at least 18 years of age, must be an elector of the district, which means they're registered on the state electoral roll as a resident of a district or as an owner-occupier of rateable property. Citizenship requirement to be on the state electoral roll, individuals must be Australian citizens. That's why I'm not on there. This means anyone, regardless of their place of birth, is eligible to stand for local government as long as they've obtained Australian citizenship. I'm going to start not a GoFundMe. I'm going to start a money-raising thing so that I can get Australian citizenship. Then I'm going to run for something. In conclusion, people not born in Australia are eligible to participate in local government elections Oh, and Western Australia's candidates, maybe it's not allowed in New South Wales, provided they have acquired Australian citizenship. That's insane. Are they still following the DEI quotas? I'd like to know. Okay, what else have we got? What's this one? I've come to the conclusion, unless a person pays tax, they shouldn't vote. What do you think? Yeah? Maybe lose your right to vote if you're not paying taxes. Nick Sautor said just in, the alleged Las Vegas Cybertruck bomber reached out to ex-girlfriends excited about renting a Cybertruck per the Gazette. I rented a Tesla Cybertruck. It's the shit. I feel like Batman or Halo. He texted one of his girlfriends on Sunday. He also sent a photo. Sorry, guys, I'm going to cough. Wow. Okay, he also sent her photos and music videos of the truck, and when she asked how fast it is, Livelsberger responded ungodly. She described I'm tongue-tied today. Livelsberger's texts as playful, almost like a kid with a new toy. What the fuck? Okay, this is him. Okay, it's been wild, so much learning and fun. I rented Tesla Cybertruck. It's the shit. I'm building drones in my new position. You'd love it. I feel like Batman or Halo. And she said, I don't know if it's cool or I should bully you about it. How fast is it? He said, ungodly. It matches my Kobe 2 shoes when I was little. It's Kobe's final most powerful form. Did you really have shoes like that, nerd lol? How's your mum doing? Yeah, Google them. She's still the same, no change. So lame. Oh, I bet you looked so cute in those. Did you keep them? No, they were stinky. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Is there any evidence he was suicidal? Elon Musk asked. No direct evidence of that I've seen anywhere. The only thing I've seen so far that could potentially make someone suicidal is that his wife left him 6 days prior due to his infidelity. He did have a young baby as well. A bigger question I have is what would have made him homicidal? The truck was detonated in a high pedestrian traffic area with people standing around. Hard to believe there wasn't intent to kill. I don't know. I still have a theory that whistleblower, made example. Okay, it's just my opinion. Andy No said no investigates. The press had been reporting that a New York City woman brutally stabbed a man to death in Harlem Deli. But Jaya Cruz, previously known as Alvin J. Cruz, is a man. The trans social media influencer has a history of violence and is accused of stabbing USPS postal worker Ray Hodges to death on January 2nd. Okay, so the press has been reporting that a woman brutally killed someone, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, yep. Wow. It's a trans person. What is wrong with you, weirdo? Okay. There you go. So the press is just reporting a woman did it. Meanwhile, the person was trans, a trans woman. Thomas Massey said 433 members of Congress are being sworn in today. I'm being sworn at. I don't know why, I just like that. Why is he being sworn at? Because he wouldn't vote for Mike Johnson. Anyway, Johnson's in too as Speaker again, is it? Speaker of the House. B. Johnson said breaking. Judges ordered Trump to appear for sentencing in the New York hush money case on January 10th, shortly before inauguration. Now, I believe Trump has said something like they're going to destroy the presidency or there'll be no presidency or something like that. But anyway, he has to appear on the 10th in court or via Zoom. Senator Babette said, the United Kingdom is Australia's future. We are following in their footsteps. Warning, warning, warning. Australia. Warning. V said when Australia voted for the Voice, as Albanese likes to call it, his goal was to put native title ownership in the Constitution. Wait till you hear this. The Voice failed, so he's pushing it through regardless via legislation. Read what it means below. We're currently sitting at 60% of Australia under native title, and the United Nations goal is to get it to at least 80%. I have not yet heard Dutton say that he will repeal this legislation. In fact, I don't hear Dutton say much at all. The United Nations has given the Australian government a mandate of ownership for all housing, property, farms, business, countrywide that will come into effect once the Republic has been proclaimed. The only thing keeping Australia from becoming a republic is the fact that Indigenous and Torres Strait Islanders are not currently included in the Constitution and are still deemed to be the original owners of the land. If Indigenous people are to be written up in the Constitution, then this means Indigenous people have ceded their sovereignty and the United Nations owns all Australian land under native title, meaning all Australians, regardless of colour or race, lose their properties and houses under native title and are no longer classed as owners, including businesses. And immigrants apparently have UN jurisdiction. Each migrant is basically a citizen of the United Nations now because the United Nations is the entity that's granting these people their rights. And this is from Amazing Polly. Each individual migrant is a moving portable jurisdiction. And who gave them that jurisdiction? Who owns that jurisdiction? The UN. Each migrant is basically like the UN flag being planted in our countries. So however many we take, that's how much jurisdiction the United Nations has. Imagine how overwhelmed our systems are going to be when we have to provide access to legal services for any challenge of any of these vaguely worded rights that the United Nations are giving them, which is separate from the rights the regular full citizens of those nations have. They are separate. They are completely different. Basically, these people are citizens of the United Nations and their idea of rights, and the United Nations, keep in mind, exists solely to churn its policies and bureaucracies. Bureaucracy, that's all it does. It doesn't have to provide health care for its citizens. It doesn't have to provide education or clean roads or national defence. Any of the things that government does in our nations are going to disadvantage us against the United Nations in any legal battle. That's what they wanted, one world government where you have no comeback. It's an international court. And it won't work in your favour in any legal battle because the United Nations, all the United Nations does all day, every day is engage in legal battles. So they're sending these migrants all around the world into these democracies that they want to subvert. If you look at it, that's where they're targeting. So many resources are going to go towards providing legal services in all these various languages to all these various migrants and try to bend over backwards to their cultural traditions. We have to learn all the ways of these new citizens of the United Nations that are coming into our countries. At any time, countries can just pull out of different treaties. What they're trying to do is put literal pieces of their territory inside our territory, which will be much, much harder for us to refuse to deal with because they are in front of us. When the EU and the UN build a world army, there'll be no way of getting out of this peacefully. You want to stop it now before it goes any further. Oh, shoot. Whoops. Hang on a sec. I'll get back to where I was. I won't make you motion sickness. Won't give you that while I'm trying to search for what I'm looking for. Okay, we're back. Okay, Alexandra Marshall on the same sort of line. Why do some ethnic and religious, something else we need to talk about, why do some ethnic and religious groups have police dealing with community leaders while the rest of us ordinary citizens have to deal directly with law enforcement as independent citizens? I think it's time to end this nonsense community leader cop-out that we see, particularly in Britain. More often than not, it's used to allow certain groups to escape accountability for their crimes. Community leaders, my ass. Organisers, more like it. Organisers, they're helping all this shit. Proud Army Brat said per LVPD latest press conference, RE Matthew Livensberger. Is it Livensberger or Livelsberger or... I don't know. Okay. Tesla engineers found that at no time was the vehicle in self-drive mode. Coroner states self-inflicted shot wound entered the mouth, leaving the side of the head. This is the LVPD press conference, right? Not necessarily the truth, just the press conference. DNA samples from family members and dental records from DOD reveal confirmed identity is that of Livensberger. PTSD combined with domestic issues are to blame for his reasoning. He left a memo stating that he needed to cleanse my mind from the brothers I've lost and relieve myself from the burdens of the lives I took. Sounds like Kamala Harris writing it. Officials state that thus far there's been no correlation in motive and that he had ill will towards President-elect Trump. Well, why go in front of Trump's building and try and blow it up then? He was extremely concerned about the new NJ drones, claiming they were Chinese attack drones being released from submarines in the Atlantic, and the most dangerous threat to national security that's ever existed. His current job involved making drones. In an email from December the 31st, he stated that for the last week I've been followed, likely from Homeland and the FBI. I've got questions. And digitally tracked because of war crimes he helped cover up in Afghanistan. Emails been given to the FBI and forwarded to Sean Ryan podcast. Ryan is a former SEAL ex-CIA contractor. An extensive investigation involving interviews, DOD consults, and communications show no connection between him and Jabbar. Do you trust them? Do you trust what they're saying? I have many, many questions. I believe he possibly was followed. Was he a whistleblower? Did he say something? Did he tell people? Rational Aussies said Australia has had 7 consecutive quarters of negative per capita GDP growth. We've suffered the worst decline in living standards of any OECD nation. Saying you will push the economy into a recession is not only retarded, it's knowingly dishonest. The economy has been in a per capita recession for the longest period on record. It is broken. Charlotte and Charlton wants you to believe that importing infinity migrants to push up the absolute GDP number and help CBA's stock price, the Central Bank of Australia, okay, is better than letting the property parasite Ponzi schemers lose everything so that young people can actually have a future in this country. Any real economist knows that creative destruction, allowing things to fail and the market to correct, is what makes capitalism work, not importing the entirety of Mumbai and pretending you have a functioning economy while you dig shit out of the ground. Don't tax it properly and shove every last cent into ensuring house prices go up so your descendants end up poor. The Australian people don't give a single fuck about absolute GDP. We care about GDP per capita. Because Andrew Charlton here, dickhead extraordinaire. Good morning to everyone except the Liberals who want to push us into a recession. We're already in one, you dickhead. Oh, my God. She's right, we're already in one. And he's trying to say Liberal are going to push you into... Yeah, well, if we're already in one, so... Anyway, Wide Awake Media said the biggest fear that WEF has is that there are going to be people that will not comply. In under a minute, Jebediah Biller breaks down what the globalists want and how to stop them from getting it. So this digital stuff is absolutely key because without it, they can't enforce anything. And if they have a digital process whereby they can restrict your movement, your behaviour and your decisions with a click of a button, you are done. Finito. Finished. Over. Let's have a... Oh. Hang on.
The biggest fear that the World Economic Forum has is that there are going to be people that will not comply. Their biggest fear is your fight for freedom. Their biggest fear is that you will make individual decisions for yourself and you will not follow their orders. So this digital stuff is absolutely key, because without it, they can't enforce anything. Without it, they can't mandate that you do something. Without it, they can't control your life. So I don't care if you're talking about carbon emissions and what's safe and effective as far as they are concerned. I don't care if they're talking about an experimental injection, a series of injections, whatever they may be, and what's safe and effective as far as they're concerned. This is not about those individual things. This is about the desire to control you from the outside in. And if they have a digital process whereby they can restrict your movement, your behavior, and your decisions with the click of a button, you are done. The biggest fear that the World Economic
Oh, okay. Do not comply. I do not consent. That's literally the most powerful affirmation you can use against the cabal. Use it everywhere and often. The more people that declare this with intent, the less power they will have over your reality and over the collective as a whole. Do not consent. Do not comply. Okay? Just don't do it. Whatever they say, no. Stephen said, this is Julie. She's 52, never had a real job in her whole life, even though she dropped out in year 9. But somehow she's a federal agriculture and small business minister. No wonder we have a small business crisis. Press, oh, hard if you've had enough politicians. Really? Really? Okay, I dropped out in year 9. I'm a couple of years older than she is. And I would not even think about running federal agriculture and small business. That would be disastrous. Don't put me in charge, no. What the fuck? Who are these people? And I've actually worked. I had a real job. But this lady hasn't. So who's the insane people put... Oh, I know who they are. We know who they are. Donald J. Trump posts from his Truth Social. The Democrats are all giddy about our magnificent American flag potentially being at half-mast during my inauguration. They think it's so great and are so happy about it because in actuality they don't love our country. They only think about themselves. Look at what they've done to our once great America over the past 4 years. It's a total mess. In any event, because of the death of President Jimmy Carter, the flag may, for the first time ever during an inauguration of a future president, be at half-mast. Nobody wants to see this, and no American can be happy about it. Let's see how it plays out. Make America great again. Oh, dear. So what are they doing? Waiting to fly the... Has he already died? President Jimmy Carter? Why are they holding it on that day then? Like, what's going on? It's really weird. I'm going to have to find out more information about that one. Okay, anyone in Australia remembers this? Don't you worry about that. Said the Cronulla riots of 2005. Does anyone remember the riots at the beach in Australia? Going after immigrants. Were a cry in the wilderness from Australians telling the government multiculturalism was not working for them. Despite this, every government since then has had the pedal to the metal on mass immigration. I consider them absolute traitors. Yeah, because it was something to do with the Australian flag. I can't remember. Already back then they didn't want, like, Australia Day. Okay. But yeah, there were riots going on between immigrants and Australians back in 2005 at the beaches. I only heard the mainstream media's account, so I don't know exactly. I'm not going to say anything until I look deeper into that and find out more information. Cat Turd said, remember when some young dork was miraculously able to skirt by all the Secret Service, all the law enforcement and every protection put in place of Trump and laid down the most obvious closest building that a third grader knew would be something that needed to be protected first, and he almost shot Trump? And it was a miracle Trump survived. And then the story disappeared. And we know absolutely nothing about the guy because the FBI hasn't told us anything. Nothing. Because the FBI is full of shit. I do. Inside job. Wyatt said the common denominator among all three is Fort Bragg, headquarters of the 4th Psychological Operations, which specialises in psychological warfare. Their operations aimed at shaping perceptions and influencing behaviour are often described as mind-altering in a metaphorical sense. The US Army's elite Green Berets based at Fort Bragg undergo rigorous training that pushes the limits of psychological endurance, survival skills and unconventional warfare tactics. Their exercises are so intense and realistic that participants often find themselves questioning the boundaries between simulation and reality, a testament to the transformative and mentally taxing nature of their preparation. Timothy McVeigh received orders to go to Fort Bragg for Special Forces training. Ryan Routh visited Fort Bragg 147 times. Lieutenant Colonel Michael Aquino, high-ranking US PSYOP warfare officer, he spent a lot of time at Fort Bragg and helped define the strategy and importance of PSYOPs for the Department of Defense and is implicated in and accused of sexual abuse, but never convicted. Mind you, everyone here is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Okay? Everyone mentioned. He was a Satanist, that guy. Michael Aquino. Yeah, that. Are you surprised? Oh, my goodness. Rosita Diaz said before the left's poisonous narrative on Senator Jacinta Price takes hold completely, let me assure you she's not just intelligent, eloquent and courageous. She's one of the most down-to-earth, approachable, empathetic and delightful human beings it has ever been my pleasure to know. She also has first-class sense of humour. Anyone who tells you otherwise is a liar. Okay. Didn't she vote for something that... maybe that was the left's poisonous narrative. Maybe they were the ones who throwing misinformation out there. You always got to look for that because the left does it too. They throw conspiracy theories around, hoping things stick. Robbie Starbuck said this is wild. The Green Beret involved in the Vegas explosion emailed before it occurred to tell trusted people that the US government was after him and that it was related to what he knew about drone sightings on the East Coast. This just keeps getting weirder. Thoughts? My thought is he was talking to people maybe they thought he shouldn't have been. Anyway, here is the manifesto. Manifestos, remember? Remember what I said about manifestos? Well, you should hear how this thing sounds. It sounds like an FBI agent went through Twitter and got all the talking points. I don't know. In case I do not make it to my decision point or onto the Mexico border, I'm sending this now. Please do not release this until the 1st of January and keep my identity private until then. First off, I'm not under duress or hostile influence or control. My first car was a 2006 black Ford Mustang V6 for verification. What we've been seeing with drones is the operational use of gravitic propulsion systems powered aircraft by the most recently China in the East Coast, but throughout history the US. Only we and China have this capability. Our OPSEN location for this activity in the box is below. China's been launching them from the Atlantic from submarines for years, but this activity recently has been picked up. As of now, it's just a show of force that they are using, and they are using it similar to how they used the balloon for Signet and ISR, which are also part of the integrated comms system. There are dozens of those balloons in the air at any given time. The so what is because of the speed and stealth of these unmanned AC. They are the most dangerous threat to national security that has ever existed. They basically have an unlimited payload capacity and can park it over the White House if they wanted. It's checkmate. USG needs to give the history of this, how we are employing it and weaponizing it, how China is employing them, and what the way forward is. China is posed to attack anywhere in the East Coast. I've been followed for over a week now from likely Homeland or FBI, and they are looking to move on me and are unlikely to let me cross into Mexico, but won't because they know I'm armed and have massive VBIED. I've been trying to maintain a very visible profile and I've kept my phone, and they are definitely digitally tracking me. I have knowledge of this program and also war crimes that were covered up during the airstrikes in Nimruz province, Afghanistan in 2019 by the admin, DOD, DEA and CIA. I conducted targeting for these strikes of over 125 buildings. 65 were struck because of CIV, CAS that killed hundreds of civilians in a single day. US FORA continued strikes after spotting civilians on initial ISR. It was supposed to take 6 minutes and scramble up all aircraft in CENTCOM. The UN basically called these war crimes, but the administration made them disappear. I was part of that cover-up with US FORA and Agent Blank of the DEA. So I don't know if my abduction attempt is related to either. I worked with Jen Miller's IO staff on this, as well as the response of Bala Murgab, AOB-S commander at the time. Blank can validate this. You need to elevate this to the media so we avoid a world war, because this is mutually assured destruction situation. For vetting, my LinkedIn is Matt Berg or Matthew Livelsberger. Okay, it's Livelsberger. An active duty 18Z out of 1 to 10. My profile is public. I have an active TSSCI with UAP, USAP access. I don't know. It's all looking very sus. There was more to that email, apparently. There was more. No, to the, the manifesto. The manifesto is the one that sounds like the FBI raided Twitter and got the talking points from. I'll see if I can find it and maybe read it tomorrow. Tim Poole said, holy fuck. So he was killed and his VBIED was detonated by someone else? Crazy and hard to believe. That is the manifesto, the email manifesto. Okay. This is looking, it's looking, I think he was killed and, obviously someone set it off. I don't think he did it himself either. Eagle said they can't live peacefully with Hindus. They can't live peacefully with Jews. They can't live peacefully with Christians. They can't live peacefully with atheists. They hate LGBT. They hate free speech. They hate religious freedom. They hate free women. Then complain about Islamophobia. Don't you worry about that. Said you feed them, clothe them and educate these people, make special laws for them, and they still want to kill you. Death to Australia, apparently. By the way, I found out the difference between the H1B and the O1B. There is a difference, okay? The O1B is is temporary residence. They are granted temporary residence. The H1B grants permanent residency. They can grant permanent residency from it. Okay, so there's a difference between those two. There's a difference between them. Not the same, not exactly the same. But the H1B is supposed to be used for professionals, but it has been abused and they're letting anyone in with that one, just like they are here in Australia and the UK. They're just letting anyone in. Wall Street Mav said Trump will become president at 12:01 p.m. on January 20th. Even if he's not sworn in as of 6th of January, the election is certified by Congress. Sentencing him or in some way trying to prevent him from being in Washington, D.C. on January 20th won't stop him. Trump can take the oath from anywhere. Okay? He can take the oath from anywhere. We all still support him even if he's in friggin' jail. Doesn't matter. Oh, Elon Musk replied to Ellie Melly, Australian girl who I read a lot of her, Alexandra Marshall. I read a lot of her stuff. She said, let's get one thing straight. The Pakistani rape gangs are not protected by some misguided bad law. They were just protected by social justice ideology. The left-wing fear of being called racist, which means nothing anymore. It's like misogyny and what's the other one? Islamophobia, transphobia, they mean nothing anymore. Don't give a shit. Virtue-obsessed moral busybodies threw children to the wolves to avoid being called names. What pathetic cowards, they should be shunned. And Elon Musk said exactly. There you go. Okay. Yeah, no one's got a clue who's coming into the country. Our governments probably do. Maybe they don't even either. I'm sure they do, though. They know. They're bringing the worst of the worst. Not the best of the best. Peter Sweden said, unreal. A 15-year-old girl was married to her adult abuser in Bradford in an unofficial nikah marriage. The girl's social worker even attended the ceremony. The government then decided the girl would be placed in foster care to the parents of her abuser. Her new foster parents were also abusing and controlling the young girl. What's going on? How is this possible? Britain is a failed state. There's more. There's more. Don't you worry. This man, he has a lot to answer for. Ooh. Okay. Jason Bassler said, hi, I'm the FBI. You might remember me from such cover-ups as Whoops, Epstein's jail cell camera malfunctioned, and 9/11's hijacker passport found in the rubble. We'll get ready for our latest unbelievable narrative, exploding Tesla driver's ID recovered at the scene. Are these things made to be explosive proof? I don't know. It's very convenient, though. If you ask me. Just too convenient. John Godemsky said, beware Aussies, keep your eyes open in shopping centres, know where the exits are wherever you go, especially in Sydney and Melbourne. Shopping areas and public places like plazas. Tony Burke has imported over 3,000 anti-Semitic Palestinians, and Albanese tactically supports Hamas. We are in danger. You could have left the anti-Semitic out. Seriously, that didn't even need to be in there. Tony Burke has imported over 3,000 Palestinians, and Albanese tactically supports Hamas. We're in danger. I don't like the anti-Semitic thing because it means more censorship. I don't know. Come on. Elon Musk said Starmer was complicit in the rape of Britain when he was head of Crown prosecution for 6 years. Starmer must go and he must face charges for his complicity in the worst mass crime in the history of Britain. So he was head of Crown prosecution and he let all these things go. A lot of stuff. V's asking, Elon, can you please expose the corruption within Australia next? Mass immigration from the third world, around 68% of our earnings going to taxation. Infrastructure left to crumble, hospitals, schools and roads. Paying around the highest electricity prices in the world for the solar and wind energy we don't want, as we have coal and gas, which should be free to Australians, especially as we export it to other countries. Native title under the UN agenda to strip us of our assets, around 15,000 small businesses put out of business with huge red tape and expensive electricity, disinformation, bill our involvement with Bill Gates and the WHO. Please help us and get Trump on board too. I don't blame her, but yeah. There you go. Nick Sautor said just in, President Trump personally intervened, causing Ralph Norman and Keith Self to switch their votes to Mike Johnson for Speaker per punch bowl. Trump is the reason you were elected on the first ballot, Speaker Johnson, and Trump could be the reason you lose that speakership if you cross MAGA. Don't forget that. Because it was looking like they were going to get the, oh my God, some lefty. Donald J. Trump said the tariffs and tariffs alone created this vast wealth for our country. Then we switched over to income tax. We were never so wealthy as during this period. Tariffs will pay off our debt and make America wealthy again. Mark Andreessen said this is a really remarkable chart of tariffs as percentage of total federal revenue. The second industrial revolution, perhaps the most fertile area for technology development and deployment in human history, was 1870 to 1914. And you know what happened around that time? That's when your central bank came in. No, it wasn't. It actually turned out to be 217 for Johnson. Hakeem Jeffries, that was the other guy's name. Yep. So that was wrong after. Oh, I like it because I've read it, but it was wrong after all. Mikami said how to destroy a cultural identity of a country. Net migration exceeds native birth rates. Welcome to Australia. Net migration is exceeding native birth rates in Australia now. Crazy. Elon Musk said in the UK, serious crimes such as rape require the Crown Prosecution Service approval for the police to charge suspects. Who was the head of the CPS when the rape gangs were allowed to exploit young girls without facing justice? Keir Starmer, 2008 to 2013. He has a lot to answer for. Take this with a grain of salt, I don't know. But Vincent Kennedy here said nails growing faster, hair growing faster, sleepiness, odd pimples and the ability to see clearly through the fog. Your body and mind is in detox. Enjoy it. Apparently, allegedly. Okay? Cat turd. Now, I agree with this. I don't believe a single word the FBI is saying about Matthew Livelsberger and the Cybertruck incident. The entire narrative makes absolutely zero sense to me. And from the paper passport and paper ID miraculously surviving the explosion and a fire so intense his body was burned beyond recognition, to him supposedly shooting himself right before he was going to blow himself up anyway? Huh? To what his family's saying about him, to his released recent text, which doesn't fit the mindset of someone about to do this sort of thing, and on and on and on. My BS meter is off the charts on this one. FBI asked ex-users to please stop solving crimes before they do. Is this like a Babylon Bee? It is. I was going to say this is satire full on, but yeah, no. Washington, D.C., in a formal statement, the FBI has called on the internet sleuths, particularly ex-users, to please stop solving crimes before they have a chance to do so. The statement comes just hours after ex-users discovered all suspects and motives related to the recent terror attacks in New Orleans and Las Vegas. That's a joke, obviously. Okay. But it's funny. What's this? The FBI had sex tapes of Democrat mayors sleeping with a Chinese spy and kept them hidden. Knew Eric Swalwell was sleeping with Fang Fang. They were banging. A Chinese spy and kept it hidden. Had Hunter Biden's laptop and kept that hidden. But leaked a dossier that they knew was fake to the New York Times in an effort to take down Trump. Yeah, I don't believe any of this. This is just... Okay, we got leaked emails from Matthew Livelsberger. Claim that drones on, we know about that. I did this twice with some of these posts because I was doing it over 2 days with 3 children, constantly wanting something. So I had to quickly go, just bookmark, whatever. Donald J. Trump said our country is a disaster, a laughing stock all over the world. This is what happens when you have open borders with weak, ineffective and virtually non-existent leadership. The DOJ, FBI and Democrat state and local prosecutors have not done their job. They are incompetent and corrupt, having spent all their waking hours unlawfully attacking their political opponent, me, rather than focusing on protecting Americans from the outside and inside violent scum that has infiltrated all aspects of our government and our nation itself. Democrats should be ashamed of themselves for allowing this to happen to our country. The CIA must get involved now before it's too late. USA is breaking down. A violent erosion of safety, national security and democracy is taking place all across our nation. Only strength and powerful leadership will stop it. See you on January 20th. Make America great again. Can you include Australia in that at all? And the UK and Canada and all of us, actually? The AKA said agreed. Kevin Sorbo said any person who said the vaccine stopped transmission should be fined $900 million for misinformation, just like Alex Jones. Interesting, isn't it? Cashy said he's gone, put the beers on ice. We're in the countdown to get rid of Albo and his band of feckless fuckwits. Bombshell blow for Albanese just months out from federal election. Anthony Albanese is facing a collapse of support in New South Wales and Victoria. I'm surprised it's taken this long. According to the latest dire polling for Labor federal government, which faces re-election in the coming months. Let's hope so. Pray. Please. And don't use those friggin' machines. Okay. Raw's alert said NYPD officials are investigating a possible hate crime after a car runs over a small group of Jewish pedestrians crossing the sidewalk. Brooklyn, New York. At this time, the New York City Police Department are investigating a potential hate crime that occurred. Where? This morning in Brooklyn, New York. Surveillance footage reveals the vehicle deliberately running over a small group of Jewish pedestrians. Authorities are working to determine the extent of the injuries. Oh dear. Someone actually went underneath, did they? A lady with the pram was going very slowly. This is incorrect. It's been investigated by the NYPD and determined to be an accident and not a hate crime. Looks like an old lady driving and has no clue. Doesn't look intentional. Okay. I thought so too. I'm thinking, hang on. This is either a complete setup, because look how slow. Like, maybe it was an old lady who didn't realise what she was doing. I don't know. This is what I mean by distractions all over the place. Dr. Kat Lindley said no mask mandates in Texas. Greg Abbott said there will be no mask mandates in Texas. Okay? There you go. He said it again. Face masks return in multiple states as doctors warn of quademic of 4 viral infections. Do you trust them? You know, in winter we happen to get the flu. Yeah. That happens. It's because of them too, but you know. I'm sure most people didn't get the flu before certain things happened. Or once in, you know, what they got them once in a blue moon, not every winter like we get them these days. The full article clarifies that it is private hospital systems in some states which are instituting mask mandates for their hospitals, not state governments issuing general mask mandates like during the pandemic. Okay. I don't know. Libs of TikTok said, wow, Meta to replace Liberal head of global policy Nick Clegg with Republican Joel Kaplan. Joel reportedly has been one of the most forceful voices inside Meta fighting against censorship. This is huge. Good. Benny Johnson said, update, new footage captures smoke emerging from New Orleans French Quarter as the cause remains unknown. So there's shit going off all over the place. And what was this one about? What's burning and are these 4 around? Yeah. Evidence? And what the hell is this about? Said hot-blooded patriot. Lara Logan said, why are uniformed CCP soldiers stationed in Mexico right now? US intel sources are tracking 2 platoons with snipers and special operators. What exactly are they planning, an insurgency? I don't know. Okay, people, move along. Nothing to see here. You look-a-loos. Okay, Tony said counting down the days until Trump is back. Love this. I just want to share this because God love her, right? I don't think I can play the music because it's, I think it's Hold On, I'm Coming. Okay, just play it in your head. This is how much YouTube sucks. You can't even play a song for 30 seconds. Okay, just watch her. She's excited. She's excited Trump's coming back too. 19 more days till Trump comes back. Good on you, love. Doing the dance. God love her. She knows where it's at. Okay. It really just not having the music takes completely away from the thing. I didn't realise it would be like that. Okay, MJ Ultra Truth said Lafayette, Louisiana. There's a large police presence currently responding to an active shooter situation at the Acadiana Mall, with reports indicating an armed suspect with an AK-47. It would take the specific gun mentioned with a grain of salt for now. It's still early. No known injuries, or if 100% confirmed, one suspect. Lafayette Police posted this statement. The Lafayette Police Department responded to the Acadiana Mall, 5725 Johnson Street, for reports of an individual inside the mall, possibly armed. The mall has since been evacuated while law enforcement continues an interior sweep of the building. No shots have been fired and there are no injuries at this time. This is a developing situation and updates will be provided accordingly. Pray no one is hurt. Feels like they want us in constant state of panic. That's what it is. It's all fear, fear, fear. Fear this, fear that. Look, another one. Dapper detectives said breaking. Police have shut down I-85 in Greenville County, South Carolina, due to a bomb threat involving an 18-wheeler. Okay, and Elon Musk called this a great interview. I'm not going to play the thing because it's 1 hour, 41 minutes long, but it's Jordan Peterson interviewing Pierre Poilievre. Was that how you say it? I don't know. Sorry. Now I've got a runny nose. What's going on here? The kids brought something up with them. They brought a bug with them. Okay. Sorry for sniffing in your ear. Okay. John Solomon said Indian PM gifted Jill Biden a $20,000 diamond, the most expensive gift from a foreign leader of 2023. Did you know they were getting gifts? Outkick said ESPN chose not to carry the national anthem, moment of silence, or USA chants ahead of the Sugar Bowl in New Orleans. Moreover, the network keeps calling the attack a truck attack. Josh Dunlap said breaking, Trump is set to hold a victory rally at Capital One Arena on DC on January 19th, 1 day before his inauguration. Josh Dunlap here thinks this is a bad idea. I definitely think he's risking his safety. Does anyone else agree? I don't know. What do you think? I know that he'd have it covered, believe me. Crime in New York City. 36-year-old on-duty postal worker was stabbed multiple times at the intersection of Malcolm X Boulevard and 118th Street around 2:40 p.m. Oh, was this the one the trans person had, Yeah. The gravely wounded man was rushed to Harlem Hospital where he succumbed to his injury. A person of interest was taken into custody, but no charges were immediately filed. The motive for the deadly attack remains under investigation and will for the foreseeable future. Okay, breaking massive scandal in Jeffco Schools Co. Chief of Schools David Weiss was abruptly fired a few weeks ago. District refused to say why. Turns out he was under criminal investigation for possession of child porn. Today it's reported he suddenly died. I'm told by inside sources it was suicide. The district has remained tight-lipped about the entire investigations. Parents have been begging for transparency. This is a top position. He was in charge of over 150 schools and nearly 70,000 students. Wow. Yeah, got a bit of a predator problem in schools. Devon Smith said, anyone think a New Year's resolution to lose weight with Ozempic? Look into the ingredients. What? Lizard venom? Might make a little bit of sense. I don't know. I'd have to look into that further. Development of liraglutide. Isn't it diabetics take it, don't they? Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it's a diabetic medication. JD Vance said, I'm not endorsing a party in the German elections, as it is not my country, and we hope to have good relations with all Germans, but this is an interesting piece. Also interesting, American media slanders AfD as Nazi light, but AfD is most popular in the same areas of Germany that were most resistant to the Nazis. Elon Musk has shared English version of the article Die Welt, translated into German. Only the AfD can save Germany. Germany stands at a critical juncture, its future teetering on the edge of economic and cultural collapse. As someone who has invested significantly in Germany's industrial and technological landscape, I believe I've earned the right to speak candidly about its political direction. This is from Martin Borowski. The alternative for Germany, AfD, represents the last vestige of hope for this nation. Here's why. Economic revival, immigration and national identity, energy and independence, political realism, innovation in the future. I might actually read that one on a separate, on a video tomorrow, because we're going quite long at the moment. So, but there you go, even German. Say something about Australia. Well, he has, really. Okay. Ralph P. Luzeth. Eyeing potential bird flu outbreak, Biden admin ramps up preparedness. The administration is committing an additional $306 million towards battling the virus and will distribute the money before President-elect Donald Trump takes office. We get it. Another money laundering situation. Okay. I didn't say no more. Then we have Gunther Eagleman saying, this is a slap in the face to every American. Liz Cheney deserves prison, not a medal. Because apparently Biden has just given Liz Cheney a medal. Yeah, well, as soon as Trump gets back in, he should demedal her and throw her in jail. After of course, the right, court proceedings and stuff. Truthseeker here said Alanis Morissette claims... No. Oh, can't play that one either. Alanis Morissette admits the music industry is run by elite pedos. They're all child rapists. Singer Alanis Morissette has blown the whistle on the music industry, is literally run by them in an explosive new video. You know what? Actually, tomorrow I'm going to go to Rumble. I'm not going to go today, but I will go tomorrow. I will do a video for Rumble or a live and show these ones. So just let me go in here for a sec, because I'll take them to the top by bookmarking a comment underneath them. So when I get confused tomorrow, I'm going to forget that I did that. And what's wrong with Nancy Pelosi? Jeez Louise. Benny Johnson said Nancy Pelosi just posted this. Oh dear. Is she like plastered or is she high? Okay.
Hi, it's Nancy. I'm on my way to Washington to proudly represent the people of San Francisco in Congress. I'm honored to do so, to share our San Francisco values. Thank you for giving me that honor. Hi, it's Nancy. I'm on...
I don't know, she can barely keep her eyes open. And these deep dark holes, her eyes are really sinking back in her head, aren't they? Wow. Okay. Quag News said Washington AP, President Joe Biden and his family were given tens of thousands of dollars in gifts from foreign leaders in 2023. According to an annual accounting published by the State Department on Thursday, with First Lady Jill Biden receiving the single most expensive present, the $20,000 diamond from India's leader, a 7.5 carat diamond from Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi was easily the most costly gift presented to any member of the first family in 2023. although she also received a brooch valued at $14,063 from the Ukrainian ambassador to the United States and a bracelet, brooch, and a photograph album worth $4,510 from the President and First Lady of Egypt. It's like a pay-to-play, but they're just buying them presents. And a lot of money laundering going on in the meantime. Okay, silenced sirs said breaking. A Hezbollah supporter angrily shouted at staff in Beirut airport after an Iranian plane carrying funds for Hezbollah was detained. Tel Aviv airport has more here, if you wanted to know. I'm just going to run through these things now. OSINT defender said following reports earlier today that Iran was preparing to transport millions in cash to Hezbollah via Maran air flights between Beirut and Tehran, Lebanese authorities have told Iran that all flights arriving from Tehran will be searched, and if that cash is found, it will be confiscated. So what happens after they confiscate it now? Whose hands does it go to then? I want to know. Wow. Leading reports said breaking. Department of Justice spent over $100 million on DEI education programs over the last 4 years per Fox. How do you get that money back? Is there a way of ever getting that money back? Matt Van Swol said breaking. On his first day in office, Josh Stein, the new governor of NC, has signed 5 new executive orders targeted at recovery efforts in WNC. There was no mention as to why these executive orders were not implemented 3 months ago. But they're finally doing something, okay? They're going to do something now, probably because Trump's getting in, that's it. Anyway, they're doing something. Benny Johnson said Trump shows off new Trump was right about everything hat. George said breaking. The Sixth Circuit Court just ruled to permanently block Joe Biden's plan to expand the government's control of the internet using net neutrality rules. The judges ruled that FCC no longer has the power to make up rules out of thin air due to SCOTUS overturn of the Chevron deference. We acknowledge that the workings of the internet are complicated and dynamic, and that the FCC has significant expertise in overseeing this technical and complex area. Yet post-LBRY, that capability, if you will, cannot be used to overwrite the plain meaning of the statute. Incoming FCC Chairman Brendan Carr, FCC, says today's decision is a good win for the country. Over the past 4 years, the Biden admin has worked to expand the government's control over every feature of the internet ecosystem. You can see it in the Biden administration's efforts to pressure social media companies into censoring the free speech rights of everyday Americans. The Supreme Court gave the incoming Trump administration the green light to dismantle the federal bureaucracies. Judges are no longer required to beg back office DC tyrants for interpretations of statutes. They will now use the Constitution, the statute book, and common sense. This is an absolute game changer. Yep, the less bureaucracy, the better. Licensing, when the government takes away your right to do something, then sells it back to you. Exactly. Okay, leading report, breaking. Palm Bay City Council votes to remove fluoride from tap water. Well done. Charlie Kirk said a jihadist killed and maimed dozens of innocent Americans in a hate-fueled rampage, and the CEO of Allstate thinks Americans watching the Sugar Bowl need to be lectured from him on overcoming an addiction to divisiveness and negativity. Absolutely not. They're the ones dividing everyone. Mario Norfolk said breaking reports of shots fired at Lakeline Mall in Austin, Texas. Authorities are responding to reports of gunfire inside Lakeline Mall, causing panic and immediate evacuation of shoppers and staff. Eyewitness gunshots were being fired in the mall. Be careful, police are coming, it's insane. Police are securing the area and urging the public to stay away as an investigation continues. More distractions or... Oh, yeah, or was that person right? Is it terrorists ramping up? Who knows? Whatever happens, do not fear, okay? Because that's what they want. Oh, yes, definitely I'm going to have to go to Rumble tomorrow. Tomorrow? Today? I don't know. Should I? Should I? Holy shit. Because there's things going on that I don't know if I can read on here. Died suddenly, says smoking gun bombshell. New FDA study reveals that some things have cancer-causing SV40 and 47,000% DNA contamination. An official study conducted by the FDA itself on funny things that they were trying to push for the last 4 years. Directly sourced from the official NIAID supply factories found that residual DNA levels exceeded safety limits by 47,000% in some cases, and that the cancer-causing SV40 was also extremely present in the tested samples to the rate of 5 billion DNA fragments. I don't know. Sometimes I think this is driving fear too. But hey, what do I know? But I might read that on Rumble, actually. Okay, I don't know anymore. Tuesday, is that how you say it? Breaking, 20 Labor politicians in Broxtowe Council have quit the party in protest to Keir Starmer's leadership. There you go. Okay, Insurrection Barbie said Biden is about to write an executive order using a 72-year-old law, the Outer Continental Shelf Lands Act, to solidify protections that are notoriously difficult to reverse in order to permanently ban offshore oil and gas drilling before Trump takes office. Well, look, the illegitimate stuff going on, right? I don't think that anything he writes is going to stay anyway. It's not going to be permanent. They can say that all they like, but I don't think it will be. Raw's Alert said breaking, a 40-year-old man has been arrested after planting IED on a parked railroad car. Payette police officers responded to on Wednesday after reports of a suspicious individual attempting to set something on fire, near a parked railroad car. Officers discovered fresh footprints in the snow and followed them to a train car where they found suspected undetonated improvised explosive device. The trail led to a camp trailer park near a residence. The suspect, later identified as 40-year-old Brent Sharai, fled on foot but was apprehended after a brief pursuit. A search warrant was executed at the camp trailer where officers found items similar to the device discovered on the train car, along with controlled substances and paraphernalia. Yeah, I agree with that one. Geez, slow down, 2025. It's only been 2 days. This was, obviously, I've been bookmarking for the last 2 days. Okay, Tommy Robinson, admin post. Irfan Sharif, 43, recently jailed for the horrific murder of 10-year-old Sarah Sharif in England, has been attacked in prison by 2 inmates. A post-mortem found Sarah had 71 external injuries, including bruises, burns, and human bite marks. She also had at least 25 fractures, including 11 to her spine. Well, he's been attacked in prison by 2 inmates. What is the, have we got any condition? Yeah, if a dog can be put to sleep for attacking children, then so should pedos. That's disgusting. Well, hopefully, he, cops it a bit. I watched an interesting video. I'll tell you about that after I've finished with the news. Disclosed TV said just in, Biden discusses plans to strike Iran nuclear sites if Tehran moves towards a nuclear weapon before January 20th. World Hall of Fun, former US military veterans becoming the new threat after Al-Qaeda and ISIS. Many have connections to Fort Bragg military base for some awkward reason. Okay, and they've released footage of the J6 bomber now too in the middle of all this, claiming that they want help from the public to find out who this person is. At page 69 of the House Administration Oversight Committee report on the J6 pipe bombs, Rep. Loudermilk's committee reported that by March 2021, the FBI had identified a single suspect whose cell phone movements matched those of hoodie-wearing suspects seen in videos planting the bombs on J5. Investigators requested the suspect be placed under surveillance. The request was apparently not granted, or if it was, the FBI covered it up. That seems to have been the last significant event in the FBI's investigation. Thereafter, the FBI has stonewalled, lied, and refused to cooperate further with Loudermilk's committee. And now, Jerry Dunleavy, the fourth, said the FBI has released a new video related to its January 5th pipe bomb investigation. The timing can be no coincidence, with this coming mere hours after a GOP-led congressional investigation harshly criticised the FBI's utter failure to solve this case. So now they're offering a reward, okay? Zero Hedge said the next psyop will be a doozy. Yeah, and that's pipe bomb again. Okay, so they released new footage. Juanita Broderick said this I can believe. X alerts, okay, I don't know who this is, but anyway, alert FBI accused of planting fake pipe bomb on J6. Let's see. M.I. Diamond Dave said the FBI engaged in a massive cover-up because it was the FBI that planted the fake device to support the narrative of an insurrection. An insurrection. Oh, my goodness. It just keeps going. Liz Churchill said never forget how useless the FBI is. John Dee said the whole time they were trying to impeach Donald Trump over a phone call, the FBI was holding on to images of child pornography belonging to Joe Biden's son. And again. Douglas McGregor said, breaking. Massive FBI cover-up unfolding right now. Developing. Yep, that was after the bombing. And I have seen this. I'm not sure who tagged me in this one. Who was it, guys? Yeah, it's BlackRock. This is the guy who runs the company, and then BlackRock has a high investment in it. D Schools said leftists accuse others of what they themselves are doing. I'm sick of hearing about the far right when the far left controls the education system, the institutions, and the media. Democrats in a nutshell. Accuse your enemy of what you are doing as you are doing it to create confusion. And this person said the most remarkable thing about the last decade was its sheer idiocy, pretending not to know what a woman is, inventing conspiracies without conspirators, and labelling free speech as racist. It was a golden era for dangerous nonsense and intellectual laziness. I agree. Yeah, far right is just normal people these days. Cernovich said the FBI stonewalled Senator Grassley on the Garland, Texas terrorist attack where an FBI agent was caught texting the terrorists. Tear up, Texas. Tear up, Texas. It's time for answers. Tear or tea? I don't know. What did the FBI really know before terrorists attacking Garland, Texas? Oh, they know them all, I'm telling you. And they're here saying there is no definitive links between what happened in New Orleans and Las Vegas. Does anyone actually believe the FBI anymore? They went to Fort Bragg. Nick Sautor said just in, FBI has released new photos of New Orleans attacker Jabbar walking down Bourbon Street, as well as a photo of the supposed ice cooler IED. This comes after the FBI said they had zero prior intel on Jabbar, despite the fact that he publicly pledged his allegiance to ISIS, promised to carry out an attack and learn how to build remotely detonated bombs. What the hell does the FBI do anymore? He was actually on camera. If it's the same person saying, you will know my name, you will hear of me. And I believe it came out about 4 years ago. I don't know if any of you guys remember it. Brett Marjorie Taylor Greene said the FBI has been more interested in tracking down people who protested the election on J6 than focusing its efforts on our true enemies. Our true enemies are terrorists who want to kill Americans, not Americans who want to hold their government accountable. And I think Out to Lunch tagged me in this one. It's Weird Al Yankovic singing it's a big conspiracy. Okay, let me see if I can read it while he's going. Hang on. Give me a sec, guys. Oh, my stomach. I had to do a big sniff and I didn't want to do it in your ear. Okay, this is Weird Al Yankovic. It's the Conspiracy Illuminati Conspiracy song. I'm going to have to... This sucks, YouTube, man. Seriously? Okay, anyway. Oh, by the way, I've cracked the code. I figured out these shadow organizations, and the Illuminati know that they're finally primed for world domination. And soon you've got black helicopters coming across the border, puppet masters for the New World Order. Be aware, there's always someone that's watching you. And still the government won't admit they faked the whole moon landing. Thought control, raise, psychotronic, something. Don't mind that. I'm protected because I made this hat from aluminium foil. That's the name of the song, isn't it? Wear a hat that's lined with... Oh, my God. I can't read it because it was on white. Apparently, the aluminium foil hat protects you from aliens reading your brains or giving you a probe your butt from behind. Looks a bit peculiar. Seems a little crazy, but what? But what? Where's the other words? Come on, man. This sucks. Look, I'm going to have to show this one on freaking Rumble too. And where's the other one? I should have bookmarked, like, I'm bookmarking comments now because if I undo this bookmark, it'll disappear completely and I'll lose it. Okay, so there we go. That is the news. There's a lot of it. A whole lot. Starchild, good evening, crew. Hi, Hev. Menacing Muskrat's in here too. Oh, shit, it just jumped. Okay. Oh, my stomach's going nuts. And Susie's in here. How you going, Susie? Dell said King mentioned Muslims all he cares about. Dell said have 100% as always, bang on the dollar. Oh, there was one thing else I had to look up. Hang on, Jack Straw. Hang on. I'll get it here first before I show you the screen. Which one? No, hang on. Let's go on to him himself. That's him. Is it this one? Okay. We have that one. That's from May 2023. Expose why Trump's Force One flag has 55 stars, the bombshell mystery behind the Republic's rebirth. Why does Trump Force One flaunt a 55-star flag? Is it a symbol of dominance, a hint at new states, or a global power move? Dive into the explosive mystery behind the stars that could reshape America's future. Boom, this changes everything. Read more here. Boom, stop everything, look again. Trump Force One, the iconic jet of the man who has once again, President-elect Donald J. Trump, bears a flag that should have everyone sitting up and taking notice. It doesn't have 50 stars like the American flag, you know. Oh, no, it has 55, not 50, not 51, but 55. This isn't some random design flaw. This isn't a slip-up from the graphic designer. It's a statement, a loud, defiant, in-your-face statement. But what does it mean? It is signalling a monumental shift in America's future. It's a wink to insiders about what's coming next. You bet it is. I was today years old when I found out there are 55 stars on the Trump Force One flag's verdict stabilizer. Canada, Mexico, Australia, New Zealand, Greenland. Flags don't just change for no reason. They are power pack symbols. The American flag has always been a badge of dominance, unity and purpose. So when you see an extra 5 stars slapped onto the flag on Trump's jet, you know there's a message there. But here's the kicker. It isn't just a plane, it's a platform. Everything Trump does is deliberate. Everything he puts his name on is a statement, and the 55-star flag is screaming at us to pay attention. Trump's, that's the next thing. Let's get real. America has 50 states, so what's with the 55 stars? This is a power move to foreshadow the addition of new states. If so, who or what are these new stars representing? Oh, not Australia? The 5 territories, the hidden states. For too long, 5 US territories have existed in a political limbo, treated as second-class citizens despite their loyalty and contributions. Puerto Rico, Guam, American Samoa, Northern Mariana Islands, and the US Virgin Islands. It's no coincidence that this number matches perfectly with the additional stars on Trump's flag. These territories house millions of American citizens who serve in our military, pay taxes, and live under our flag. They've been denied the full rights and recognition they deserve. Trump's flag could be declaring their rightful place in the Union, and wouldn't that be the ultimate Trump move, solidifying his legacy by bringing these territories into full statehood? Global domination is America expanding. Hold on tight, because this theory is even bigger. Some believe the 55 stars might represent not just territories but global allies joining the United States in an unprecedented geopolitical shake-up. The whispers are getting louder. Canada, Mexico, Australia, New Zealand and other Pacific territories could be on the table. Australia and New Zealand, our southern stronghold. These 2 countries have been America's ride-or-die partners for decades. They stand with us on the battlefield, back our political decisions and share our values. Imagine the shockwaves if they became part of the United States, forming a unified, unstoppable alliance. You can hear me shaking my head. Yes. Canada, our northern ally. The idea of folding Canada into the United States might sound outrageous, but think about it. Canada already mirrors many aspects of American life. Combining forces would create an economic and military powerhouse that no one on earth could touch. Oh, my stomach. Shh. It growled back at me. Mexico, the wild card. Mexico's inclusion would be the most shocking, but also the most revolutionary. The US and Mexico share deep economic and cultural ties, even if our relationship has been rocky at times. Adding Mexico to the Union would send a global message. America is not just a country, it's a force. The Republic theory, a return to greatness. Now let's take a detour into the Republic theory. The idea Trump isn't just trying to expand America, he's trying to redefine it. Proponents of this theory argue that the United States has been a corporate entity since 1871, following the enactment of the District of Columbia Organic Act. According to this theory, the 55-star flag isn't about expansion, it's about liberation. The 55 stars is a symbol of rebirth. By displaying a 55-star flag, Trump could be signaling the return to America's original identity, a constitutional republic where state sovereignty is restored and federal overreach is obliterated. This would be nothing short of a revolution, shattering the corporate veil. If true, this move would dismantle the corporate structure allegedly governing America and replace it with the founding principles that made the nation great. And let's face it, who better than Trump to pull off a transformation of this magnitude? The flag is a battlefield symbol. Don't underestimate the power of symbols in politics. The American flag is a weapon. It's a visual statement that broadcasts strength, unity, and dominance. By tweaking the star count, Trump has weaponized the flag in a way that demands attention. The public reaction, divide and conquer. The 55-star flag has already sparked widespread speculation, dividing opinions and fueling debates. Some see it as a harbinger of hope, while others view it as a threat to the status quo. But one thing is certain. It's a conversation starter, and that's exactly what Trump wants. The media frenzy. The media's reaction to the 55-star flag has been predictable as it is revealing. Dismissive headlines and snarky commentary are par for the course when it comes to anything Trump does. But here's the catch. They're still talking about it. Whether they love it or hate it, they're amplifying the message. The 83-star bombshell. If you thought the 55-star flag was mind-blowing, hold on to your MAGA hats. Photos of surfers showing a flag with 83 stars in the background of Trump events. 83 stars. This opens up a whole new can of speculation. Is Trump signalling an even broader coalition? A global alliance? A shift in the New World Order? A geopolitical shake-up of a lifetime. If these theories hold any water, we're on the verge of the most significant geopolitical shift in modern history. Adding states, territories, or allies would reshape global power dynamics. Imagine the economic and military might of a United States that includes Canada, Australia, and beyond. Trade agreements. Expanding the union would rewrite trade rules across the globe. Military alliances. With an expanded union, the US would solidify its role as the dominant global superpower. Trump's masterstroke. Trump doesn't do anything by accident. The 55-star flag isn't just a design quirk. It's a message of dominance, a declaration of intent, and a flex on the global stage. Love him or hate him, you can't deny his ability to command attention and shape the narrative. Got birds. Okay. Conclusion. America's future is bigger, bolder, and boom. 55-star flag is more than a mystery. It's a wake-up call. Whether it's signalling the addition of new states, the incorporation of global allies, or a constitutional revolution, it's a message that America's best days are ahead. With Trump at the helm, the possibilities are endless. This isn't just about America reclaiming greatness. It's about redefining the very idea of greatness. The world is watching. The stakes are sky high, and Trump is leading the charge. Boom. So what does the 55-star flag mean to you? Expansion, rebirth, a global power move? Whatever it is, one thing is clear. This isn't the end of the story. It's just the beginning. It's boom time, military intel revealed, scare event, strategic blackout, Red 2, the great finale, cryptic message unveiled, must see. Breaking, Red 2 is here. President Trump leads America through the scare event, nuclear false flag, cyber warfare and strategic blackouts. It's boom time. Stay united, trust in God and stand with patriots. Trump wins, America wins, God wins. Give me a sec, guys. Okay, sorry, I had to burp. Didn't want to burp in your ear either. That's interesting. Okay. Wow. Yeah, the quantum financial system has to come in first. Come in as well. Sorry, not first, as well. Yep, fake Obama birth certificate. Yesterday we had a string of earthquakes 10 kilometres deep. Today the Gazette Plus platform quoted Jeanette Assefa, Executive Director of Geophysics Research Office at the Ethiopian Geological Institute, as saying the explosion that occurred was not the result of volcanic eruption, but rather hot water coming out of the Earth's interior, while the possibility of the volcano erupting in light of the current activity remains at 50%. Well, we're going to see a lot of things going on too. Yeah, massive. This is what I think too. Everything that's going on right now, exposure, everything. Everything's being put on full blast for all to see, and I do mean everything. We've essentially hit ludicrous speed. Does that mean there is no danger? No, not at all. As a matter of fact, the further you push a wounded animal into the corner, the more dangerous it becomes and the more likely it is to lash out. Take nothing for granted and remember that complacency is an enemy. When True Stormy Joe and myself spoke of incoming turbulence, the current events at the speed at which everything is happening are exactly what we were talking about, and it isn't going to calm down anytime soon. Protect your mind, guard your heart, and keep your centre about you. Emotional overreactions serve no good for anyone, not the least of which is yourself. We have 17 days until inauguration. Nothing is off the table, then and even after. Stay frosty, stay safe, and stay vigilant. We are in the shit now, friends. The only remaining path is the path forward. Strap in, Buckle up. The ride's about to get even crazier. But the good news is it ends with saving our republic. Where we go one, we go all. Okay, red flag warning Saturday from 11 to 6 for the West Central Mountains Basin, Middle and Range, Middle Rio Grande Valley, Sandia and Manzano Mountains, Central Northeast Highlands in the Northeast, and East Central Plains due to low humidity, strong wind, and unstable atmosphere. Weather warning, apparently. Take down those deadly traps. What? Ah, communication towers. Okay, so I'll go back to the comments for now, and you can tell me if I've hit the right thing. Have I read the right thing, or do I still need to keep looking? Dell said, Hev 100% as always, bang on the dollar. Sherry said, hey, Alex, how you going, Sherry? Nisi, how you going? I'm thankful for my Amish Mennonite roots. I unpacked 10 oil lamps and lamp oil today. I'm prepared with heat, light, food, and water, so bring it on. Alex said, Charlie boy won't do F all. He sold us down the river years ago. He hates us. He just wants our money. The royals are the biggest parasites going. Kirsten said born only. I agree. I agree born, no, but second generation born. So say, okay, with me. My children couldn't run, even though they were born in Australia, but their children could. That's what I was thinking. Susie said, I had a shit holiday. How was yours, Alex? Oh, Susie, I'm sorry. Del said, MK Ultra Patsy. Del said, clean up an aisle 2, CIA. Alex said, that's awesome. The Amish and Mennonites are cool. I still have a bear with moving parts from an Amish village I went to in USA about 20 years ago. Oh, nice. Del said, Romper Stomper had only come out in the 80s, not the 90s. Alex said, so sorry to hear that. It was nice being with family, but quite a quiet one, to be honest. Del said, Sadiq Khan could make you want to go crackers, Corleone for damage to London. Arthur said, Romper Stomper, no, one of that crew or two. Del said, Arthur, the other guy died young, great movie, Crows, best film. Alex said, yeah, a woman with a ball sack. Yeah, exactly. I don't know about these people they call women. If the mainstream is talking about women, you want to make sure that it's a woman they're talking about. So I said, Trump won't become president. Watch what happens. Interesting. Alex said, did you hear he apparently supposedly to be sentenced just before Zal? Zal said, there's plenty of idiots going along with the bleeding hearts pushing the voice, I know. Still pushing it. Del Strange said, boom. Carl said, hey all, how you going, Carl? Zal and all you guys? Could do that, might help. Okay. Zal said, more than that will happen, Alex. Del said, UN is the Fourth Reich. Yep. Flyby Stew said, hello. There you go, Flyby Stew. Zal said, why else have they removed our title deeds and made them digital? What else have they flooded Australia with excess immigration? Susie said, a man in my neighbourhood has the same weird vehicle. Did you say it was a Tesla truck? He's so proud of himself. I see it everywhere. Always think it's such a disgusting, conspicuous display of wealth. Susie said, glad you had a good time, Alex. Deb said, love ELO. Del said, the greatest reset is in full swing. Nisi said, Alex, yes, we were taught life skills well. I can cook, can, garden, farm, cut my own hair, design and make, build, sew fabric or wood into anything my heart desires. Very good, Nisi. I've got some of them skills, but not I can't can anything. I don't know how to. Cutting my own hair I used to be really good at until the last time I tried and kept going, and that was a bad move. I can sew. I'm not sure if I can. I'm sure I could do woodwork if I put my mind to it. I used to watch my dad all the time. He renovated our whole house, and I used to sit there and watch him. And he'd give me a piece of wood and a nail and a hammer to, not you little, Zal said the more they ramp this up, the more people are waking up. Exactly. It's all exposure. Arthur said, Susie, that's how I look at anyone gloating of hoarding. Musk, I mean, how much does one person need? Nisi said, I'm thankful for the life skills I was taught as a child. Susie said, I actually knew a woman called Anita Berger. Wow. Oh, Flyby Stew's getting the loading symbols. Del said, Kennedy material again. Zena said, hi all, ever get the feeling they won't ever really give us the truth? I reckon we'll get it. Alex said, these people are being treated like the victims when they are going around abusing young girls and women and committing other acts of terror. So backwards, exactly. Zenatron said, get the truth. G'day, Hev family. Hey, Cohen Zena. Alex said, hey, Flyby. Zenatron, don't forget to hit live chat, lol. Yep. Hit the like button while you're there, please. And if you like the video, subscribe. If you made it this long into the live stream. Del said, I'm no economist, but that's crazy talk. Zena said, I can't stand these people. Zal said, hey, Zena, I saw your comment about the ice wall and that you think aliens are going to invade us. They're going to liberate us, not invade. Just personally, don't believe in aliens until I see one or touch one. Zena said, Hev, did you notice that when that riot happened in the UK and the police did nothing? Yeah, I remember, yeah. Did you notice that nothing was done until the blue hats arrived? Yeah, I think we've got different police for different things. Arthur said more front than Myers. Susie said, hi, Zena. At this point, so many people are waking up, it doesn't seem to matter what the talking heads say. People are seeing through them. Sal said, all part of the Great Awakening, folks. I believe so too. Zena said, they have the protection of the UN and the government has no jurisdiction over the illegals. It's clear. Sal said, carbon emissions and the rest of their narratives are complete BS. Well, if Trump does what that says and includes Australia and part of the US, they'll be using the army to deport a lot of people. Okay. Can we just move the countries closer now? No, I'm kidding. But you've got to have a quicker way of getting to the US than flying 30-something hours, surely. Is there a high-speed rail underneath us yet? Okay, Zal said carbon emissions and the rest of their narratives are complete bullshit. I agree. Zena said, true, Susie, there's hardly a person where I live that's not having some kind of insight. Yeah. Susie said Jebediah Beliar used to be on the wokest show ever, The View. Oh. Zeta said old farmers, country bumpkins are pretty switched on. Yeah, I agree. Sal said DEI higher. Alex said that sounds like an ideal life. I do cut my own hair, but I would just love my own bit of land where I can grow my own produce and be happy with my animals. Exactly. Sherry said mask mandates for my state. I texted my governor and told him I do not comply. We are not playing that game again. Good stuff. Zal said elite bloodlines get all the plum jobs. Zen said Tempe was already Little Lebanon in 1983. It's been going for a long time. Alex said, I've already seen people putting the mask back on. It's like living in a horrible nightmare I can't wake up from, Sherry. Arthur said, I've been cutting my own hair for over half my life. Click, go the shears, boys. Click, click, click. Goodbye to the hassle of hair. She just go, meow. I can't do that. I won't do that. I'm just going to let mine grow. I'm not going to get it cut. Zena said, I've seen some people wearing gloves. Oh, no. Sherry said, yes, Carter died, but I think it was much earlier than what they're saying. That's what they did with Ruth Bader Ginsburg. They wait until an important time to roll them on out, and have their ceremonies or whatever they have for them. Susie said, Zena, the thing to remember is that human thoughts are insanely powerful. That's why they want you afraid. Envision the world you want. Every day meditate on it. Accept nothing less. You can create it. Exactly. Alex said, I think Jimmy Carter passed away the other day and I think his funeral is today, January the 4th. Zena said, I cut my hair on Boxing Day. Not bad if I say so myself. Yep. Sal said, got to go walk the dog? Poodle? Looks like a poodle. Zena said, yes, Susie, I do that and sometimes I get good results when I realise I'm my own hero. I feel safe. Just hang in there, Zena. We'll be right, mate. Honestly, we will be right. Arthur said, Zal, who's walking who? Yeah, the dog walks. Well, if it's me, the dog walks me. Alex said they officially said he passed the other day. Remember that picture with him and his wife and Joe and Jill Biden look like giants next to them, Sherry? Sherry said, right, Alex, I'm not playing along with this nonsense. I told the governor, funny how this happens every time Trump is president. Susie said, is this chat moving unusually slow? I don't know. Alex said, like Liz Truss looking like, again, next to a giant next to the Queen just before the Queen passed. We all know they doctor their pictures now, though, after all that Kate debacle, lol. Senator said, not me, Zal. More salt than information goes through my head these days. Alex said, seems to be okay here. Do you have live chat on, Susie? Deb said, please give our hardworking Hev a thumbs up. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. That's what I was going to say. I watched something the other day, okay, yesterday. I went onto my Twitter, and normally I don't always check. Oh, shit. Hang on. Whoa, what happened there? I don't always check my Twitter responses. I just got to check. Oh, Tim A sent me something. Hang on a sec. Tim A shared, Greenland's Prime Minister calls for independence from Denmark as US tries to acquire the island. Thank you, Timmy. Good on ya. Okay. So there you go. That might go into that thing. I watched someone else do a video on Sean Atwood, just for those who know about Sean Atwood. My phone's not working. Okay, of course it's not. Slow as a wet week, that one. Okay, I'll just keep reading the comments until it starts working again. Senator said the left have lost the last 3 elections in America. Truth, I agree. Dell said China's never forgotten the opium wars. Senator said guard need while we are looking up and wondering after the beast. They are changing our laws under our noses. Okay, now let me see. This video was about Sean Atwood, right? And it's another lady, one in America. They've just realised that Sean Atwood was not a real nice guy. Oh, come on. No, sit properly, come on. Let me scroll, you dumb phone. Oh, okay, now it does it. Okay, it was on Twitter. Wheezy actually tagged me days ago. It's Sherelle's World. SHARELL''S World. Sean Atwood still lying to the black community on his... I don't think she's looked at Daddygate yet. Still lying to the black community on his sympathy tour at AT2 Fallout, sorry. It was interesting anyway. I watched the whole thing and I thought they haven't even mentioned Daddygate or the True Geordie podcast where, because they were speculating he was gay, right? Like little boys. And because that's who he was selling his eckies to. Then they went into his crime history and there were blacked out parts, and they actually said, look, you've got to be doing something really wrong, more likely with children to be in protective custody like he was, or, you know. Then he kept getting moved around because I think people kept on finding out what he was in for. Anyway, they don't know about Daddygate or the True Geordie podcast that Sean Atwood did where he talks about getting his behind stretched. One hour, 47 minutes into the True Geordie podcast. Go and watch it with Sean Atwood. It's disgusting. You'll never hear anything more disgusting. I don't know. You might, but I don't know. Anyway, nearly made me throw up. Even True Geordian that are sitting there like going, oh. Arthur said yes, and Dell yes, and they forgot the Buckland River riot. So he said guaranteed. Alex said was meant to say Liz Truss looking like a giant, not again. I got you, Alex. I think I know what you meant. Randy, how you going, Randy? Zena said Cambodia is still traumatised. Susie said in Canada we are so in the ditch that they are saying we ain't in a recession, it's a full-blown depression. That's right. Not since the Great Depression have things been so bad. I hear you, Susie. It feels like that in Australia. I think Canada and Australia are pretty on par with each other. There isn't our rulers, or the people who were allegedly elected, are insane. Alex said, yes, I'll not be complying again either. They're desperate now, so we'll be trying every last tactic in the book to try and control us, Sherry. Susie said, yep, it's on live chat. Zena said, not hard to believe at all, Hev. It's what they do. Their fingerprints are all over these attacks. I know. Oh, yeah. That's what I think. Fully arranged. Fully, everything that you see now is fully, don't believe anything. Randy said flag at half-mast for Trump inauguration. Yep, I was speaking about that. Zena said, F these C's. Yeah. Zena said, I'm only concerned about the welfare of my cats if they come and drag me away. Yeah, well, I called the UK police online. I actually atted them and called them pussies. Hurty words online. Oh, no, I said a hurty word online. Take me away. Okay, Alex said, I feel the same, Zena, to both your last comments. Zena said, not my cats, the authorities. Zena said, Alex, do you remember when the police stood down in that riot? They did nothing to the illegals till the blue hats arrived. Alex said, yes, they're complete cowards getting on their knees too. Alex said, these monsters will pay for their crimes, millstones. Zena said, it wasn't about the police. Your police have no jurisdiction over them. They're UN army. Once the blue hats arrived, action was taken, not British police. That's what I thought during the COVID ones in Victoria. I had believed they were not actually Victorian police, that they were UN police. And that's what I think. We've got a couple of different police forces all going on at once at the moment. Randy said New Orleans, Trump, Tesla, and Timothy McVeigh, Trump, all from Fort Bragg. Yes, I've got that, yep. Arthur said, my imaginary friend is better than your imaginary friend. The logic bemuses me. Zena said, yeah, we need a big, strong hand to lift us out of their disgusting creation. Zena said, Arthur, my imaginary friend doesn't visit me anymore. Sad face. Alex said, the UK corporate government have been pedo protectors for decades. Exactly. Jimmy Savile. Hi, back then. Way back. It's been an ongoing theme, probably for the last 100 years, while they slip their people into positions of power. Because that's when the bank, the central banks and, then starting to do things so that they can invent these powers like the UN, which is meant to keep the world safe, and does exactly the opposite. Imagine that. Randy said, Deb, do you do chat and Kai lives? Oh, Kai's lives? Do you chat? I've been in there, but I haven't been in there the last few days because I had kids and everything. I was watching one of MRE's friends, Rat Trap City, last night. It's another channel. But I only caught the end of their stream. It was like a 7 or 8 hour stream. I only caught the end of it and I was falling asleep, so I didn't even chat. I just watched it, hit the like button and fell asleep. Arthur said, Zena, you're never alone. Zena said, Keir Starmer is full on sports. The boys, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. J1 said open borders. Alex said in the courts, CPS, they're all complicit. Big Zena said, big child lover activist. Deb said, yes, Randy, if I catch on, love Kai's channel. Yeah, it's very relaxing, actually. Randy said, I see you there. I just subbed. Good on you, Randy. Susie said, Trump will be under lock and key until the inauguration. He'll have to go into hiding right after. I reckon so many want him demised. Yes. Well, he's planning on having a rally the day before on the 19th. And people are saying, is that a good idea? Zena said, Arthur, well, I do have me. Then there's myself and, of course, I. Yeah, me, myself and I. Randy said, I carve a different stone while watching. There you go. You like his work. Well done. Zena says, too shabby to be believed, Hev. Too many twists, turns and contradictions. Deb said, how cool, Randy. I love making stuff. Zena said, CIA have caused it. They're already involved. Exactly. But Trump calling on the CIA will put more eyes on that and say, why are they not doing anything? Zena said, why does Trump appear to be so innocent of their wickedness? Randy said he isn't. Zena said, lols, how's he going to pay for that new beach house? Couple of million in debt? Randy said, might Trump be the false prophet or antichrist? He kissed Wailing Wall. Well, actually, Randy, look, that thought has crossed my mind, but I'm going to just sit at, see. So far, he's doing fine. Everyone hated him in the beginning. Now everyone loves him. But, well, yeah, look, it could be. We'll see. Zena said, it's kind of frightening to think that we could be so deceived. Arthur said, car wreck in slow motion. Alex said, it's a big club and we aren't in it, George Carlin. I'm glad we aren't in it. These people are deplorable sickos. Zena said, but I'm hoping he's just acting towards them because I feel like he's being authentic at the rallies. Zena said, I'm talking about Trump. Randy said, another Trudeau minister quit. Good. Randy said he called leadership meetings. Ooh. Susie said, that looks like Borough Park, the Hasidic Jew neighbourhood in Brooklyn. They have cameras everywhere. Why didn't the people get out the way? The driver was going so slowly. That's why I said it's either like a setup, Hey, I don't know. We'll wait and see. As things develop, it'll become clear. Alex said, bless her. Susie said, Trudeau's expecting a baby any day now with one of his bits on the side. Ooh. Alex said, didn't need the music. Zena said, like we didn't know any of these kinds of things would roll out if they lost. I hope people actually comprehend. Randy said, it's funny without music. Arthur said, it's such a gay dance, Trump, seriously. I like it. Zena said, Susie, men can't have babies. Randy said, yes, gay dance, they all gay. Pierre W.F. Stooge. Susie said, I watched that Peterson Poilievre interview. Excellent. Zena said, what they are doing to our language makes me think of how it might have happened at the Tower of Babel. Changing meaning of words has consequences. It breaks the fabric. Susie said, word on the street is that they have enough to put Trudeau in prison. What are they waiting for? Randy said, yes. Zena said, Susie, at a guess, payment protection? Alex said, I don't trust any of them. I only trust God and Jesus. Yep. Zena said, yes, Hev, you are right, but perhaps if you don't have diabetes, it has a different effect on your body. It could. Yep. It is obviously they take it for weight loss, so it does work on that way too. That's Ozempic. Susie said, Zena, he's not getting out of this. He's got nowhere to run or hide. Arthur said, someone's got to tell him he dances like a nerd. It's cruel to make fun of Trump like that. Not making fun of him. No, they're not making fun of him. Everyone's doing the Trump dance. Zena said, Susie, none of them have. They think they have God's power of omnipotence. Randy said, hit the like for Hev. Zena said, Arthur, but it's better than Seinfeld's Elaine when she dances, lols. Yeah. Those like thumbs out things and the kicks. It's called the little kicks. Look it up on YouTube. And Randy said, hit like for Hev. Thank you, guys. Hit the like button if you can. Zena said, Arthur, it's far better than... Yeah, I read that one. Zena said, you ought to know. Yeah. Arthur said, Zena, lol, and me too. Mine's worse. Randy said, did you see the New Year comedian on CNN tell the truth? No, missed that one. Sybil said, Zena, indeed she would. How you going, Sybil? Zena said, I'm a shit dancer, but I don't care. I can't help it. Yeah, exactly. Randy said, Nancy's always drunk. Deb said, Nancy still thinks she's a beautiful queen. Zena said she has had a lot of work done, a complete facial peel. Yeah, well, I think they might have stitched up somewhere on her eyelids, man, because there's deep dark, like, I don't know. Either that or her eyes are sinking way back in her head, man. Zena said, pumped and dumped is Pelosi. Randy said, almost puke watching. Deb said, yes, we're in the wrong job. Timmy. How you going, Timmy? She's on a lot of pain meds. Nancy, she broke her hip and then had it replaced. So that's why she's like that. Mm-hmm. Cool. Alex said, I think a lot of them got out of the industry. Shame Alanis Morissette and many more didn't speak out before. Yeah, Randy said if they speak out, they disappear. Senator said, Timmy, is it true that they only last about 6 months after a fall and broken hip? Deb said, shit hip replacement surgery is brutal, let alone breaking it. Senator said it happened to my uncle. He fell over on the stairs at a golf club, broke his hip. 6 months later, he was gone. Uncle Les was a beautiful guy. Oh, I'm sorry for Uncle Les, Zena. Deb said, poor Dr. Timmer called in. Can we ask questions? I have some. We can't do that at the moment. I've got to make sure I've got a day where I can, when I'm not doing too much on YouTube. So I'll just jump onto YouTube for like a 5-10 minute stream and tell everyone to go to Rumble and have an immediate call in so that, because I can't sit here for a long length of time, guys. My back's killing me. So, yeah, I'm going to have trouble. Unless Alex wants to do it on her channel. Everyone could call in there. I don't know. What do you want to do? But I'll have to have a call in soon anyway. Zena said, hey, Sybil, I was gone for a while, but you are new here to me. Welcome, love. Oh, God, love you. Yeah, Sybil's been around a little while, yep. Zal said, back from walking the dog. Happily walked. Zena said, Hev, this is such good news out of the Supreme Court. Randy said, Brunson case. Zena said, the rule of lawyers has destroyed the West. Let's get back to the rule of law. Yeah. Alex said, 2025 will be the year of disclosure. The veil is getting thinner and thinner. Randy said, 2025, year of terrorism. Sal said, this month it starts. Alex. Ego Shredder said, evening, fellow truthers. I finally caught up the stream at 2 times. Well done, Ego Shredder. Deb said, Dr. Timmer will teeth fall out without fluoride in the water. No. They'll be better. Deb said, hello, Ego Shredder. Zena said it's civil war, but it is the foreigners, not the citizens. Randy said, no, Deb. Alex said, they're trying to scare us all. Yes, have no fear. No, yeah, whatever happens, have no fear, okay? Because that's what they want, and I'm not going to give them what they want. They can go jump. Yeah. Zal said, g'day, Ego. Alex said, it's been building for a while now, Zal. Ego Shredder said, Hev, must have missed seeing that post about the Tesla car fire. I forgot the name of the guy on X, but he showed how none of it added up at all. Complete, total psyop. I agree. Santa said, Hev, this is the alien invasion. They've already started inserting their DNA into ours. They have 8 billion test subjects to perfect their technology on. Oh, sorry, I'm stuck. Why am I stuck? My headphones. So I'm not going like spazzing out on you here. Okay. Alex said, chipmunk speed, ego shredder. That would be funny, actually. Zal said, Alex, they drops indicate this will be the case. Zena said, ego, their attacks are so shabby, DEI could not be in charge of the backup story. Zena said, there'll be one in every city by the time Trump gets inaugurated. Ego Shredder said, Alex, over the years, I've got used to it. I even listened to some podcasts at 3 times. Not recommended if you're tired, though. Definitely not. Sal said, when the Muslims wake up and realise there is no God, of wizards, we've all been told they're going to go in total meltdown, as will Christians too. I don't agree, Zal, but look, everyone can have their own opinion. That is perfectly fine. I may not agree, but you're allowed to have your own opinion. You know that, don't you? I hope you do. Deb said 10 a.m. Adelaide, South Australia. Moist, is it? It's going to be hot, stinking hot here today. 31 degrees where I am, which means 37 down the mountain. And thunderstorms at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Always at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Do thunderstorms run on a clock or something? Like, very strange. Zena said, Zal, or nothing is like we have been told. Susie said, do any of you guys watch Simon Woods? No. Zal said, 100% Zena, what we're seeing around the world is the final wake-up calls for the sleeping souls trapped here. Yep, exactly. Zena said, does that mean AOC wasn't nearly raped and murdered at the Capitol on that day? You mean she wasn't in any danger? No. She's not as important as all that either. Sybil said, take care, Hev, you're much appreciated. You too, Sybil. Zena said, FBI were in charge. Alex said, I mostly listen to things at 2 times speed too. So much information to get through. Well, this was nearly 2 hours, 2 hours, 20 minutes so far. Del said, you're either at the table or on the menu. Al Capone. Alex said, I've not heard of him. Is he on YouTube, Susie? Zena said, Alex, I've stopped listening to others' reactions to the news. I already know how to think. Zena said, which is why I love Hev Stream. News and facts. Oh, God love you, Zena. Well, I just try to give you what I find. And it's up to you to make your own decisions out of what I find and to make your own minds up about what you think is going on. And as we've seen with Randy, you know, and who else was it? I don't know. Guys, you know. I'm tired. I've had 3 kids for 2 days and my mind is like, what the fuck? Okay. Zal said, I saw a meme of 2 young women laughing together discussing the Democrat men they just met. Once they learnt they were Dems, the girls asked them if they had a spare tampon. Oh. Oh, it jumped. Okay. How far back can I go? I probably won't get back to where I was. Oh, no, I am, actually. There you go. Zena said, go Marjorie. Yep. Alex said, yeah, same. I just see what's going on, but I already know what I think too. Yep. Yep, everyone's got their own minds. I'm not here to tell anyone what to think, how to think, who to think of, you know, but it's up to you. Sherry said, Presidential Medal of Freedom presented to George Soros. And, is that what it was? Presidential Medal of Freedom. Oh, my God. Zena said, sometimes after 30 minutes, all they do is state the obvious. Ego Shredder said, there's so much that Hev can never talk about here on YouTube, so for now we have to make do with Hev's funny facial expressions to convey the context. Exactly. Yeah, you'll see my facial expressions on the side here. I'm either going, oh my God, or, you know, whatever. Sybil said, thanks, Hev. Alex said, I remembered to eat before we started again. Yeah, I'm starving. I haven't even eaten this morning. It's 11:23 a.m. Susie said, Alex, Simon Woods is an English guy that shows a lot of the stuff we talk about here, plus the trans investigations. He did a great one on Meghan Markle. How people can't see it is bonkers to me. I'd say be prepared for anything, right? Especially people you thought were female. Growing up, you may have idolised. We all may have idolised, you know. Ego Shredder said, Alex, did your stomach sound like someone banging on a barn door with a wrecking ball? Zena said, oh, we need to understand flags. Alex said something like that, Ego Shredder. Zena said, it's a whole other world when you stand under a flag or a flag is representing. Del said, flag to me is always just 13 stars and bars, rebel yell, God bless, Robert E. Lee. Zena said, very powerful signifiers. Yes, please. Yeah, I'd like that. Okay, we're going to go to a republic. Well, we're not changing, we're changing the Constitution, but we'll be adopting the American Constitution. So there's no voice on there. Zal said, imagine a world where we all work for each other's benefit, no want for anything. Exactly. Zena said, I want to go to America. I'd love to go to America. Oh, I'd love to go to America. I even asked my mum and dad when I was younger, why do we come to Australia instead of going to America? Yeah, there you go. Ego Shredder said USA has been on about buying Greenland for nearly 200 years. Now Trump is on about it. Zena said, hang on, why is he doing the Freemason symbol? His hand in jacket. I don't know. Alex said, okay, thank you, Susie. Maybe it's a message back to them. Del said UK 51st state. Yeah, well, I know Elon's trying to help the UK at the moment by talking about it on Twitter, bringing it to everyone's attention. Arthur said, I'll never be an American ever. Zena said, I'll go to Guam. Zena said, not be an American, too much responsibility. I'm a hippie chick. Susie said, have your hair's growing like stink. What are you using? It's grown a foot in 3 months, or are you just detoxing? I think what they said, like if your nails are growing quick and your hair is growing quick and you happen to get a zit here and there. I had one here for like 4 days. I was still a little tiny lump. Not a zit, just a like little bump, and I don't know. Shit, I don't know. I think I'm detoxing from the bullshit. That's what I think I'm detoxing from. Yeah, but my hair's grown really quick. So, yeah, it has. My hair does grow really quick, though. Zeta said, just a road trip. Zeta said, Susie, I thought that too, Susie. Was going to say something before. Well, I'm taking beef bone broth tablets and liver, heart and kidney tablets from beef. And what am I taking? Hydroxychloroquine, zinc, vitamin D, what's the other one that goes, K1 was it? I don't know, one that Chimay was talking about that helps the back. What else? Vitamin C, magnesium, vitamin D, I said that, and K1 I think it is. Yeah, I'm going strong. I'll be strong before in no time. Santa said, remember when Hev had to wear the hat? Yeah, that sucked. Santa said, are we talking about H equals U? Hev, are your ears burning? Alex said, yes, Zena, it still looked nice and short. Now it's all new, healthy hair. Yes, that's one way of getting rid of all the dead hair. Chop all your hair off. No, don't do it. Ego Shredder said, maybe Hev is overdosing on vitamin D3 per day. Susie said, Zena, I haven't been around for a few months and Hev's hair was at the bottom of her neck, not even to the shoulder last time I saw her. Now time is passing quickly, but this is ridiculous. Now I know time is passing quickly, but this is ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know. It might be the vitamins, guys. I'm eating pretty good. I'm exercising. I don't know what else to say. I'm eating fresh eggs from my chickens. And my hair's growing like you wouldn't believe, but it always has. It does grow quick. Once you let it go, it starts, Arthur said, I love Americans, but no way am I becoming one. Piss off. Fair enough, Arthur. Zena said, not a threat to status quo, a threat to the power grab they've been at for decades. Yeah, it's grabbing it back off them. That's how I see it. Sybil says, Hev's got lovely hair anyway. She does it. Beauty and truth always shines brightly. Oh, God love you. I'm going to have a big head soon. I won't be able to fit out the door. So don't give me too many compliments. I'm not used to them. Zena said, well, love, like I said, I noticed it because it's sleek and not curly, just wavy, that it looks longer. Yes. When it's curly, it's much shorter. It sits up here because the curls obviously go like that. So, it just moves up. That's why I like doing it this way because my hair is longer again. Susie said, Alex, her hair does look lovely, but what the actual bleep is going on here? I don't know, honestly. My hair's always grown fast, but maybe the vitamins are making it go even quicker. I don't know. Paulie Donuts, how you going? Heaven chat, hope you all had a nice new year. You too, Paulie. Good to see you. Arthur said, where's the men in the chat? Stop the hair nonsense, please. No more hair talk. Sybil said, fighting the good fight with nice hair. Yes, we can. Alex said, the snow's finally settling after it rained earlier. It's still going to. Oh, good, Alex. Put a video out. Take some video. Put a video on your channel, please. Susie said, listen, things are happening fast. As long as all of you are seeing the bright white sun, not the egg yolk yellow one, we're all on the same timeline and heading in the right direction. Paulie Donuts said, hi, Alex. Nice to see you as always. Sherry said, we're expecting a lot of snow and deep freeze where I am, Alex, so not wanting that. Oh, I want to see some video of snow. Alex said, yes, I see the white sun too. Glad we're on the same timeline, Susie. Alex said, you too, Paulie Donuts. Sybil said, Sherry, weighted blankets are a great asset I've been glad to have on hand. Maria, Happy New Year from all from me. Oh, God love you. Happy New Year, Maria. Alex said, I make sure I'm stocked up just in case. Sherry, I love the look of the snow, but not the cold. Susie said, Alex, at this point, a lot of people still don't see it. They'll be going somewhere else. Paulie said, Happy New Year, Maria. Ego Shredder said, Alex, you made me get up to look out the windows. Yep, snowing here in West Yorkshire, with everywhere fully covered in thin layer. Oh. Paulie Donut said, does anyone know if they connected the guy from Idaho that tried to set explosion on train with terror? Not yet. I will look more into it. Sybil said, weighted, not weighted. Sorry to confuse anyone. Oh, I think I got it. I think I said the right thing. Weighted blanket. Arthur said it'll be 38 degrees here, no snow on the horizon. Ah, where are you, Arthur? Are you in Sydney? 38 degrees Celsius. Del said, I've lost my shirt. I've pawned my... Oh, yeah. I've lost my shirt. I've pawned my rings. I've done all the dumb things. I can't get that low. I can try, but I can't get that low. I've done all the dumb things. That's a song. Paulie Donuts said, Del, how you going? Sherry said, I knew what you were saying, Sybil. Del said, Paulie Donuts, all right, Truthseeker, may your lum reek long. What? Susie said, did Hev freeze? Did I? Have I frozen? Sherry said, it's going to be 3 degrees here Thursday. Oh, wow. We've got 31 today and 31 tomorrow. Alex said they've been saying for nearly a week now it's going to be like -5, -8 degrees, 23 to 17 Fahrenheit, which is really cold here for the UK near London. We got told to stock up, so I thought I'd better. Alex said I got extra to my pantry apocalypse supply. Del said London is screwed. I'm in Lewishamistan. Ego shred. Alex said Alex, yep, you do right. Paulie said Alex won in Scotland at the moment. Del said, Paulie, I miss Ayrshire by the Dazzy Man. Ego Shredder said, Alex, I misread your comment for a moment. Thought you'd gone overboard buying Tampax. Flyby Stew said, in a bit, guys, just woke up in front of the combobulator, for fuck's sake. Paulie Donuts said, Del, haven't been to air since my clubbing days. Alex said, it says OC at the 0 degrees Celsius at the moment, but feels a lot colder. Do you have a snow yet, Paulie? Darren said, Happy New Year, been unable to chat for a while. Had a heart attack at the start of November and had a quad bypass op. Oh, Darren. Prayers for Darren, guys. Oh, my goodness, Darren. I'm glad you're still here with us. Thank God. I'm so sorry. Oh, my heart goes out to you, Darren. We'll pray for you. Pray for Darren, please, everyone. Susie said they made sure to say Jimmy Carter was related to a royal family, as both are related to George Washington, like we didn't know why, but why the repeated reminders. Alex said, take care, God bless, and see you soon, Flyby Stew. Paulie said, no, Alex, but they say tomorrow. Flyby Stew said, Alex, it's snowing as we speak. Arthur said, once you're frozen, how can you tell the difference in minus temps? Del said, Paulie, fuck air, I'm a killy boy. They Tory long shack lovers mate, lol, me too, pavilion and metro in salt coats in 90s, some days raving. Ego Shredder said, Darren, sounds bad. I hope you're over the worst. I hope you're all right, Darren. I hope, praying for you, honestly. Flyby Stew said, I'm in Yorkshire. Susie said, wow, Darren, sorry to hear that. How you doing? Zena said, Darren, hope you're on the up and up. That sucks. Sherry said, I know, Darren. Prayers for you. Hope you're doing better. Alex said, oh, bless you. Stay safe, mate, Del. Alex said, you funny bugger, Ego. Alex said, I think we're all supposed to get the snow. Stay safe, everyone. Darren said, yes, over the worst. Been recovering for 5.5 weeks now. Won't be fully healed until spring, though. Oh, God love you. Honestly, we'll be praying for you, Darren. That's just, oh, my goodness. But I'm glad you're, like, here still. Paulie Donut said, Daddygate, that was a while ago. I'm sure he's having a wrongin'. Yeah, exactly. Susie said, Sean Atwood did go to prison for drug trafficking for a long time, so I knew he wasn't a saint. Yeah, but who was he trafficking to? The young ones? Yeah. And then kind of like, I don't know, I heard things that were nearly like private rooms and things they go to, you know, and they do certain things. And it's, yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. Arthur said, can't wait for pension day so I can go look for Conchega to make sure he's okay. Oh, yeah, Conchega Yowie. Flyby Stew, you've still stopped smoking. That's really good. Very good. I'm still trying. I have had one packet now for about a week. So I'm getting there. But I'm still smoking. It's just... Dell said, don't need to be the bastard son of Jessica Fletcher and Columbo to see what's going on, man. Exactly. Alex said, oh, wow, sorry to hear, Darren. I've been thinking about you and Debbie, but I didn't know how to get in touch. So good to see you back now. Hope you're okay. Sending love and prayers. Sybil said, crowdsource the truth. Did a piece called Hose on Patrol. They are BlackRock, Facet, and most unfriendly. Wow. Mitz Cells, how you going? They should flood the inauguration with Trump fight flags. Yep. Dell said, Rothschild, 1918, cross-generational planning. Exactly. Darren said, good thing I managed to give up smoking instantly and even met God and felt it? Oh. Wow. Darren, honestly, oh. Zena said, I often wondered why the left had chant save right, fight when they were in power and had all the control. No need to fight. Yeah, Alex said, God bless you, Darren. Darren said, and felt and saw the Holy Spirit protecting me. Oh, good. I'm glad, Darren. I'm glad you're here with us still, honestly. People were asking about you a while ago too, saying, have you seen Darren lately? And I thought, no, I haven't actually. Hope he's all right. Paulie said, got to go enjoy the rest of the weekend. You too, Paulie. Azena said, you must be a good guy, Darren. Dell said, Steve Hughes rocks. He was saying this a decade ago. Darren said, just a normal flawed guy, Zena. A flawed guy, yep. Alex said, sending love, prayers, and God bless anyone who hasn't been here for a while. I truly hope you're okay and hope to see you all soon. Yep. Susie said, our Kai now has his own channel. Whatever next, things are happening too fast. Zena said, RE Trump and being deceived. I would rather be deceived by Trump than afflicted with the new ideology thrust upon us. Arthur said, yes, Alex, I wonder how SW is. I hope everyone's okay. Everyone who normally listens who isn't here, I hope you're all okay, guys. Praying for everyone, honestly. There's I Am Kai's channel. Deb said, great job, Flyby. Flyby said, thanks, Deb. Alex said, yes, I wonder, Arthur. Flyby's Stew said, snow not settling at the minute, just melting. Deb said, awesome channel, Kai, he is. It's very relaxing. Alex said, it wasn't settling here either as it was wet from raining, but getting heavier now, so there could be enough for a snowman and an igloo tomorrow, Flyby. Arthur said, I had an Uncle Les too, Zena. Sybil said, been watching you for 6 years now. Have much love, dear. You too, Sybil. God love you. Thank you for being with me for so long. Flyby Stew said, looking forward to that, Alex. Zena said, hi, Kai. Subscribe to get to know you a bit. Cheers. Susie said, stand up and have a stretch, Hev. You'll feel better. I can't sit for long stretches either. Yeah. No, it's more than that. I need to, 3 hours is my max. Even I'm starting to feel uncomfortable now, but 3 hours is my max without getting bad headaches from it. And I mean really bad headaches that go for days. Ego Shredder said, Sybil, roughly the same for me, 2018, I think. And Zena said, I discovered Hev about the same time. God love you guys. Thank you for being with me for so long. I really do appreciate it. Arthur said 3 times, wow, you're nearly ready to do reverse speech. Oh, shit, it jumped again. Where are we? Oh, Luna made it too. And Pat made it too. Okay, where am I up to here? Okay, Ego Shredder said, Arthur, I only do 3 times speed with people that can speak with good diction. It does not work with those who speak in a mumbled blurting style. Like me. Pat said the way they have changed our T's to D's. Budden, Dudden. Yeah, Pat. How you going, Pat? Zena said, Arthur, nice memories. Alex said, I may do a call-in, but I need to finish my music mix to get out later. Zena said, you know the thing, lols. Arthur said, David, Alex Oates called me yesterday as I inquired about his courses. Alex said, nearly finished, just need to edit it all. Zena said, I find even Ben Shapiro speaks too fast for me, let alone 3. Oh, yeah. You can't listen to Ben Shapiro on 3 times speed. It's like Tim Pool on 3 times speed. It just can't be done. Alex said, who's David Oates, Arthur? Sue said, I actually think Ben Shapiro is on the spectrum. That would not surprise me. Arthur said he discovered reverse speech. He's got a YouTube channel. Oh, okay. Deb said, thank you, Alex, for Kai's channel. Zena said, does anyone have an idea of who the arrest that will shock the world will be? Unless it's Obama. Everyone knows him. Alex said, oh, I see. Nice that he called you back, Arthur. Luna said, yeah, I made it. Good on you, Luna. Arthur said he started with rock music many years ago, leading to the Satanic Panic. Zena said, hey, Luna, hope you had a nice Christmas. God love ya. And the babies, hope you're all doing well. Arthur said, Luna lives, yay. Zena said, Ego Shredder, did you just get into such a flow state or something? I missed too much. Ego Shredder said, Zena, here's the weird thing. I got stressed out with fast-talking people. Makes my heart palpitate. However, beyond a certain speed, and it takes on a different effect. Wow. Flyby said, David Oates, he's that guy who invented a cure for Big C. As a big farmer, they locked him up in France for years. Shocking. Wow. Luna said, I'm great and so are all the children. Oh, God love ya. K2. If I go back through my what do you call them? Donations, I should be able to read, maybe? Was it before or after that? No, it was way before that. Oh no, I'm not at the end. Okay. It only shows me a certain few from 9 days ago. Where's Tim one? I think it's K1 or K3 or something. No, K2. You're right, K2. I'm the dickhead. Don't mind me. You're right, Alex. It's K2. Yes, I just had to read it then. I've got to get the other one that he's talking about, magnesium glycinate. Because mine, I don't think mine's got that in there. So that's the only thing I'm missing. Pat said something strange about Melania and Barron. What's strange about them? Ego said, Xenotron, yeah, I started out at one time for a minute and then ramped up the speed. Obviously not every single word is heard, but you still hear and understand what's being said even with meter speakers. Alex said, what do you mean, Pat? Yeah, I want to know what you mean, Pat. Susie said, wonderful. I hope this new year is full of blessings for you all. When were the twins born again? Del said, I get to 60 and I'm getting a mohawk again. Alex said, 2 times speed got a lot better when they adjusted it to sound like the person instead of a chipmunk. Exactly. Sal said, back from coffee, have still going. Azeta said, your hair is an antenna. Sybil said, oh, much love to all. Sal said, yeah, Pat, Melania is ET and Baron is a time traveller. Luna said, I told Hev the other good news, told her first as I think of her like a mum. Oh, God, love you, Zena. Luna, Zena, my goodness. Now I'm getting names mixed. You know why? Because I haven't got it yet. I was waiting for it, and then I got sidetracked. Luna. I don't know if I've received the update. I don't think I have, Luna. What was I up to? Ego Shredder said, Alex, yep, it means they now retain the formants that affect the full quality of the speech. Sorry. If pitch shift without formants is only used, you get the chipmunk effect. Well, that went straight over my head. Whew. Zena said, yes. Oh, God, love you, Timmy.
Timar28 tipped $20. Hello. It's K2 take with D3 for proper metabolizing, Alex. Was that you that tried to call me last week? LOL, I asked in the chat.
Oh, God, love you. Thank you, Timmy. You legend. Yeah, it's K2, Alex, you were right. And Alex, did you try to call Timmy last week? There you go. Okay. Yeah, so Luna, I didn't get the email. I got the, do you want to know something? Do you want some good news? And I said, yeah, I'll take good news anytime. Okay, Zena said, Zal, yeah, I tend to fall into that thread of thinking something about them. Zena said, but I don't think it's negative. Susie said, Hev, are you talking about 4,000 IU of D3? Do you take it with K2? Yes to both. Tim said, Alex, was it you that called me last week? I texted you a few times, but not sure if texting works across the pond. Zal said, Zena, those waiting on the other side of the ice wall and cloaked in the sky are not the negatives. Dell said, only snow in London is cocaine. Coke. Zena said, cicadas are still here 3 weeks, 120 decibels from sunup to sunset. I know. They wreck your ears, don't they? Zal said, the deep state are activating all their sleepers. Tim said, Susie, D2 and K2 are best taken together. Oh, you mean D3? That's what it said on the sip chat. What do you call it? The tip. Senator said, it's getting to me. My ears are sore from wearing earmuffs. Arthur said, Hev, I'm in Melbourne. I live with SW. Oh, okay. There you go. Silly Hev. Okay. Yes, I still am having one packet is lasting me nearly a week, so there you go. Tim said at least 4,000 of the D number 3. So it's hot down there, Arthur. Yep, I get you. It's hot in Melbourne and Sydney. Zena said, true, Zal, those brown shirts are the ones to look out for. Zena said, say the wrong word and they attack. Imagine if you disobeyed them. Alex said, I just tried to take some video to send you, but it's a bit too dark at the moment. Should be a bit better later on. So I'll send you one then, Have. Good. Thank you. Zal said, g'day, Darren. Hope you're on the mend. Del said, heal well, Darren. Darren said, hey, Zal, doing good now. Yeah, I'm glad you're back. So is Alex. Glad you're back with us, Darren. Susie said, can you take more than 120 micrograms of K2 in a day? I don't know. As always, see your doctor. Timmy. Can you take more than 120 micrograms of K2 in a day? Huh. Interesting. I'll be waiting for the answer. Deb said prayers, Darren. Yeah, definitely. Zal said it's warming up here in the monosphere of Sydney suburbs. It will be, Zal. It's going to be hot. Alex said Shatwood was going into schools telling him about the prison time. Not a great role model. Well, okay, the video I watched last night explains why he's going into schools. That's who his customers are. Or at least you know, he gives them so much and they get rid of it. You know what I mean? So it doesn't come back on him, like, you know. I don't know. That's where my head's going straight away, and I'm like, oh my god. And then the girls, I think he's probably talking to them too. And I don't know, but his missus was a dominatrix, worked in a dominatrix, you know. What do you call it? Sex worker. What else can you call it? That's what they are. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know if they're trying to recruit young girls for that as well. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that, but it just makes me think, and my mind goes to all these places, and then I start thinking, oh, shit, what if? Oh, my God, I don't even want to. I don't know. I think he's going in there for other reasons, Alex, going to schools. I really do. Darren said, me too, Alex. Won't be chatting much for a few weeks, as can't lift the laptop yet, having to use small screen tonight. Oh, God love you, Darren. Alex said, telling them. Susan said, how many cigarettes were you smoking, Darren, before your heart attack? Alex said, my typing is terrible today, lol. Sal said, we were wondering where you were, Darren. There you go. Yeah, people were asking about you, Darren, a little, like a month or two ago, honestly. God love you. Arthur said, thank goodness you're on the mend, Darren. Alex said, no worries, Darren. You just rest up and get back to full health over the next few months. Exactly. You don't worry. Don't you worry. Just, you know, as long as we know you're all right. Darren said, suspect. Funny thing is, I was cutting down when it happened. Only had 2 that day. Oh, really? What was I up to? It jumped on me again. Alex said, take care, God bless, and see you soon, Paulie. Zal said, Dell, I remember when Steve Hughes was in the local metal bands around here in Sydney. He was a funny guy, but up himself a little. Alex said, it's good you managed to stop and getting better, Darren. Yeah, definitely. Ego Shredder said, I'm seeing more and more people ending up living in their van due to life getting harder in recent times. A 63-year-old on a video last night was renting a house a few months ago. Seems happy, though. Good. Everyone deserves a house, a home. A home, not just a house, a home. Susie said, 3 cheers for Darren. Hip hip hooray. What did God tell you? Are the good humans in planet Earth going to be okay? Alex said, I love van life videos, and part of the reason I got a van was for safer camping. Some of them are really nice. I would need a bigger van than the one I have if I wanted to live in it. Zal said, hey, Alex, what instrument do you play? Susie said, Darren, did you get the sense the Holy Spirit had a female energy? Zal said, the Holy Spirit is inclusive, Susie, fear not. Ego Shredder said, Alex, yeah, this guy ended up buying a bigger, taller Transit after a few weeks in his old tiny van. He runs his eBay business out of a lock-up too and showers at his sister's house, I think. Alex said, I've played the piano since I was 3, but taught myself any instrument I could when I was doing music at school. Sal said, lucky you, the piano's key to all of them. Arthur said, I thought K2 was the second tallest mountain. Susie said, Zal, what do you mean inclusive? Alex said, I have a guitar, but not very good. I need loads more practice, Zal. Zal said, Alex, different muscle memory application, but sonically the piano has it all. Alex said, yes, learning piano made the others easy. I play things by ear. Darren said, all a blur now, but I know everything will be good. God love you. Alex said, that's great, and he will save so much money, Ego Shredder. Sal said, Alex, my sister got the keyboard lessons when we were growing up, and she picked up a guitar really quickly because of the voice leading properties of the piano. Ego Shredder said, Alex, same here. Started on keys, then guitar, play by ear, but added the theory to it later so it could be more methodical editing. Luna said, just tried to send the picture again. Okay, where is it? Why am I not getting it? Oh, I don't know. Oh, there it is. It's popped up. There we go. This happened over New Year. Oh! Luna, are you engaged? Are you engaged? Oh. Zal said, something is coming will be better than you can imagine, mate. Darren, hang in there. Susie said, magnesium bisglycinate is the best. Cheaper magnesium will give you the runs, something awful, so can't get the benefit from higher doses. I do 800 milligrams a day. It keeps me chilled. Also B1 and GABA. Tim said D3. Laughed my ass off. Sorry, I thought it was a typo because I'm thinking D3 is over here. That one might be a typo. Deb said, oh, cool, Luna. Oh, beautiful, baby. Did I spill it? Did I spill the beans? Luna? Did you get engaged? Alex said, yes, I called by accident. I was trying to find you on Signal, but I couldn't find you. My phone only works with Signal app at the moment, so not getting normal messages, Timmy. Luna said, the girls are born 11/10/24. Timmy said, okay, Alex, I'll add you on Signal. Oh, you do have Signal, Timmy. I got that too. In case you're wondering. Arthur said, is it SW? It is SW, too much time in my hands. Thanks, Alex, for not dobbing me in. Oh, okay. Okay. So where was I up to? Oh, there. Alex said, I found the theory side of it annoying. It's good to learn it all for technical stuff. Sal said, Arthur, no, not the gut. Ego Shredder said, Alex, I enjoyed the theory much to the annoyance of my main writing partner. He preferred to just wing it all the time. Sal said, do you own the Terry toweling hat and esky? Tim has said, taking extra K2 can interact with certain medications like blood thinners. If you're relatively healthy, you'll just make expensive urine about it. Susie said, thanks, Luna. That is October or November. We do it backwards, month, day, date. Whatever the date that was the last time I was on the live. So Hev's hair has grown a half a foot in 3 months. Wow. Arthur said, yes, Zal, and have the zinc cream and stubbies and thongs. Zal said, lol. Alex said, I can play part of one song on the guitar, but never much further than that. I might try and learn more by doing some watch-alongs. My dad plays guitar really well. Susie said that was the Geordie program that talked about Atwood. Yeah. What's their name? True Geordie, is it? Zal said, Alex, always helps when you've got family involved. Hang on a sec. I'll look for it. Hang on. True Geordie. Sean Atwood. See if it comes up. Yes, it's called the Wild Man Tribute Podcast. Okay? It was the Wild Man. Hang on, let me see if I can hang on. Pause that. I'm going to put the link in the comments so that you guys can see it if you want. Go to 1 hour 47 minutes and you'll be disgusted. Actually, if you just watch it before then, you'll be disgusted anyway. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter where you watch it from. Oh, shit, I jumped again. Why does it keep jumping like that? Okay. Where was I up to? Sal said, Alex, always help when you've got family involved. Alex said, would be great to hear some of your music sometimes, Ego Shredder. Alex said, awesome, Timmy. Ego Shredder said, Alex, I learnt guitar back to front. Example, lead playing first, then rhythm later. So I ended up being great at lead, but average at the other for a while. Zell's put guitars up for Ego Shredder. Luna said, yes, Mama Hev, I'm engaged. Oh, my goodness. Congratulations, Luna. Oh, my goodness. Oh, congratulations. God love ya. Oh, that's so good. That's really good to hear. Oh, I'm proud like a mama. Alex said I haven't played piano for quite a while, but usually pick up quite quickly again after about an hour or so. Darren said, I missed that question. Yes, I felt the Holy Spirit was feminine. Sal said, Arthur, stubbies were great shorts. Ego Shredder said, Alex, guitar setup is important even for beginner so that you are not constantly fighting the instrument, have to be comfortable to some degree with it, height of strings, etc. Susie said, so happy for you, Luna. Engaged. Yay. Everyone's saying yay. Congratulations, Luna. Susie, yes, the link I put 2 comments above yours. Can you see it? I put a link in there. It's on YouTube. So Susie, your most newest comment is Wild Man Podcast on YouTube. It's the link is 2 comments above yours there. Can you see it? I put it in there. I just want to make sure the link went through okay. Can everyone see the link I put in the chat? Arthur said, going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Luna. Alex said, I do find it hard to reach some of the strings sometimes, but I think the more I practice, the more I'll get used to it. If Susie can say she can see that link, or anyone can tell me you can see that link, I'm going to wrap it up then. Guys. For the day anyway. I'll be back tomorrow. Just stretching, don't mind me. I'm not trying to say I've got muscles or anything here, okay? Just, it's a stretch. I have to stretch, otherwise my back's going to be killing me. Ego Shredder said, Alex, harder for smaller hands, I guess. Mine are big palms, long fingers. I need to know if you guys see that. I'll do it again. I'll put the link in there again. Just in case. Okay, so that's the, yeah. Oh, anyway. Yep, you got the link. Good stuff, guys. With that, oh, God, love you.
Timar28 tipped $20. Magnesium glycinate should never cause bowel issues. Magnesium citrate will, as will magnesium oxide. The presence of glycine helps to improve the absorption rate of magnesium because it is an amino
acid that can be absorbed via a different pathway. Okay, I'm going to write that down so that next time I go out, I'm going to make sure I get some. Because I've got all the other ones. Magnesium glycinate. Okay, cool. Yes, so it can be absorbed via a different pathway. God love you. Okay, so everyone can see that link now. Excellent. Ego Shredder said, my magnesium bisglycinate is 1,950 milligrams per 3 tablets. Cool. Okay, guys, with that, I will see you tomorrow again. I'm coming back on a live tomorrow again. I'll probably do a Rumble tomorrow, Rumble live. So if you're here, I might do a call in, but I'll be quick on YouTube, okay? Ego Shredder said, I only have one every 3 days on average, so only 650-ish. 650-ish. Okay, guys, with that, much love, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.